following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network.
Hicks and finds Thompson for two.
It's game time. Let's head up to the broadcast booth for the pregame show right now on Magnitude Sports.
Vikings. It's going to be a fun matchup tonight here in Kindred. As always, my name is Josh Almaris, and I am joined once again by Nick, Nicholas, Eggie, the Eggmeister, Eggman. Nick, I think we're up and running. How you doing tonight? Doing pretty good.
I think we might have to restart that.
Okay.
Like up here, yeah. Go right there. Pray.
Check.
Print it in. Maybe did too.
Check.
Yeah. Good luck. Do we have a microphone we can have for Kinsey down there?
Check.
Doctor's got it.
It's for you guys if you want it.
Check. Okay, we are up and running, so we're gonna do that spiel again. I apologize if you heard it twice. We think we're going now, but good afternoon, good evening, I should say. We are in Kindred, North Dakota for what's going to be a really exciting matchup tonight. Tonight's matchup is going to feature the visitors on the scoreboard, the Oaks Tornadoes, traveling to Kindred with a 5-0 record, ranked number 5 in the state of North Dakota in 11-man Class B football action. And they're going to be taking on the 5-0 Kindred Vikings, who also are ranked in the state. They are the number 1 ranked team in the state and also the defending state champions. It's going to be a fun matchup here tonight in Kindred. A big region matchup, potentially the region championship on the line. My name is Josh Almaris, and I'm joined alongside by Nicholas, Eggie, the Eggmeister Eggman. Eggie, are we good to go here?
We are good to go. I'm ready for some top 5 matchup here in Kindred tonight. I know last time we were on air, high 60s, maybe mid 70s. That's getting to be football weather, and we are now in football weather. Cold, 50 degrees outside, and raining a little bit, and there's going to be some helmets and shoulder pads flying.
Yeah, it's not quite to 50 yet. It's going to get a little bit cooler. It's 56 degrees right now. Winds out of the southeast at 7 miles per hour. Sun's going to be going down here in about a half hour. 7:23 is sunset. So it's going to certainly cool off as the game goes on. But you're right, the football weather is upon us, and it's a big football matchup here this evening. I had talked about at the top of the pregame show that we have 2 teams that are undefeated. The Oaks Tornadoes come in 5-0. They have defeated this year the following teams. They defeated Sargent County by a score of 45-8. They beat Central Cass by a score of 22-14. Oak Grove 50-14. Park River 48-12, and they just beat Linton HMB last week 35-18. If you're adding that up, they have won their games by a combined score of 200-66. The Vikings are also 5-0. They beat Lisbon first round 19-0. First game of the season. They beat Hillsborough Central Valley 36-0. Linton 38-21. Oak Grove 46-14. And Northern Cass 49-7. If you add all that up, it's 188-42. 2 teams that on score paper resemble each other quite well might have to 40-13. So two teams that have a tremendous amount of offensive power and have done a very good job on defense. Nick, are they alike on paper?
On paper and scores, yes, but two different offenses. And defense is very stout, as you can see. This Oaks team can turn the ball over if they're not careful.
Yeah, so let's take a break. We'll come back and talk about the keys to the and we'll talk more about how score-wise these teams are going to each other. But when it comes to offenses and defenses, it's two teams that are a lot different from one another. We'll back in about a minute.
Today's game brought to you by Jade Albrecht and Tyler Johnson of Peterson Farm Seed and Kindred. To maximize your farm's yields, contact Jade or Tyler at Peterson Farm Seed.
Signarama of Fargo is the trusted, preferred signage vendor of NDSU athletics. The global leader in the sign and graphic industry, Signarama is the way to grow your business. Competitive prices, free consultations and estimates, signage solutions that fit your budget. Signarama is locally owned and committed to community support. Trusted by the Bison, be a championship business with Signarama. Call or go online at sarvalley.com.
Hey fans, welcome back into Kindred North Dakota. Josh and Maris alongside Nick Hackman. We're excited for two teams that are combined 10-0 on the year. One of them is ranked number 1 in the state. That's the home team, the Kindred Vikings. The other is ranked number 5 in the state. It's the visitors tonight, Oaks Tornadoes. We talked in the first segment of the pregame show about how score-wise these teams are very similar, outscoring their opponents by a lot. Each team right around that 37 to 40 points scoring per game and giving up about 10 to 13 points per game. Nick, two teams that are very different though when it's going to come to on the field. Tell us some of the keys for the Kindred Vikings remaining undefeated and continuing to hold that number 1 spot in the state of North Dakota.
The main key is Rocket's key on it's that line. Establish the line and looking at the lineups here, Kindred's got a much bigger difference on that line than Oaks. And look at the turnovers that Kindred has. I mean, Oaks has 22 turnovers in his 5 games. So they're ball hawks and they're taking advantage of those turnovers. One of the big things is stopping the pass. The way you're bossing this one, it's really hard to have no assembly, basically all year. So that's kind of the big bugaboo that Kindred has had to face this year, especially this region. So they really need to focus on stopping the pass.
You can do the Oaks ones after this, but I'll just piggyback off of your line. Jack Packer, he's a tackle, 260 pounds. Dylan Filler, 215 pounds. Nipstead, 275. Blake Hushka, 230. Sunrun, 265. That's a combined 1,245 pounds of beef on the line, and Oaks is going to have their hands full with that line. Like you said, though, they are very Oaks is very athletic with their receiving crew. And I know I talked to Coach Burns. He says that their receivers are having an outstanding year. He's incredibly proud of the work that they've done. He's very happy with Xavier Wasser, the senior quarterback, has been progressing throughout the year, making great reads, and just overall dishing it out to a handful of athletic guys. What are some of the keys for the Oaks Tornadoes to remain undefeated and to spoil things here in Kindred on homecoming Friday night?
So they got to control that line. I think they got to put 9 people in the box. Dang near every play against these Vikings to stop that run, and then go for the ball. Go for the ball, go for the ball. Don't be fooled by the play action. Go up and
is it certainly that the bubble passes and those quick throws out have been effective. Some of the receivers that are very athletic for Oaks is Noah Sunday, number 28, Adler Paper, number 15, Joey Hine, number 4, and then they bring in Blason Goldie, number 14. Any of those guys get the ball, if you let them slip a tackle or two, it could get very dangerous. It could potentially cause some major problems for the Vikings. Nick, let's take one more break. Let's take a look at the state standings when we come back, and we are just about 4 minutes away from opening lineup. All kinds of festivities going on here. It's homecoming week in Kindred, North Dakota.
MLGC's story began in 1906 in the rural communities of Enderlin and Cooperstown. Today, MLGC is a fourth-generation family-owned company that can deliver ultra-high-speed broadband, TV, telephone, and advanced business services to customers on a 100% fiber optic network. Now available in several rural communities, including Kindred. In an era of exploding technology, MLGC's goal is to deliver future technologies that make rural North Dakota a vibrant place to live and do business. Visit them today, MLGC.com. MLGC, moving you at the speed of light.
Hey fans, welcome back into Kindred, North Dakota. We are excited to be bringing you homecoming Friday night lights action. Two very good football teams in the state of North Dakota. Josh Ramirez alongside Nick Yankton and Lucas Kilmundy on the camera once again. If you missed it, which you did because we weren't on air at that point, Oaks won the coin flip. They deferred their choice for the second half, and the Kindred Vikings said they want the ball. So the Vikings will get the ball. Their offense will start on the field for the Vikings. Nick, take us through the top 5 teams in the state of North Dakota. We said we were going to do that on the previous segment, so take us away.
Well, number 1 right now is Kindred. State championships last year. This year, a couple teams out west of the Vikings training. We have one counter line. There are some great animals, and it's a little while to Kindred. And right after that, bottom of the first spot, and the team we're going to be watching tonight, Oaks at 5, and then the Seaton Boats, the big win last year against Kindred. Those were the second guys that Seaton Boats, and the other two on the Thompson.
Nick, I'm getting reports that people aren't hearing us, so let's take one more break and see if we can bring it back and just double check that we've got everything.
There's no question that yield is at the core of everything we do at Stein. It's why we are here today, and it's what will continue to propel us and our growers into the future of agriculture. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans provide a significant dollar per acre yield benefit, plus access to the best weed control in the industry. That is yield plus results. Yield expected, yield delivered. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans have yield.
Jamie R. Swenson of Park Company Realtors has been your local Kindred area realtor for over 10 years. She'll help you find the home you're really looking for. Growing up in Gary, Minnesota, and graduating from NDSU, Jamie has made her home in Kindred, proudly cheering on the home team in blue. Buying or selling? Make that call to Jamie R. Swenson at 701-799-1779 or visit connectwithjamie.com to browse new listings and listen to the Realtor Moms podcast. Jamie R. Swenson of Park Company Realtors.
Rogan Roney. The linebackers, number 35, junior Max Wallach. Number 40, sophomore Chris Titus. Then senior, number 42, Jake Down.
We're checking in.
And now the starting lineup for the Kindred Vikings. Starting at center, number 74, senior, Mason Nipstead. At wing guard, junior, number 71, Dylan Filler. At the other guard, number 56, senior, Blake Kushka. At a tackle, junior, number 75, Riley Sunra. And at the other tackle, number 77, senior, Jack Packer. Tight end, sophomore, number 5, Hunter Bindus. Wide receiver, number 1, senior, Charlie Bieber.
Had a great pregame.
At the other wideout, junior, number 23, Cameron Schwartzwalker.
Perfect timing.
At running back, senior, number 24, Trey Hyman. Running back, number 21, sophomore, Tyler Swenson. And the quarterback for the Vikings, number 6, senior, Jordan Swenson. Head coach of Vikings, now training assisted by Eric Bergdorf, Joe Harder, Nate Safe, Brian Ambrosius, Ryan Sunra, and Jacob
Outstanding vocalists in Kindred.
Official for the next game, referee Terry Steinhaus, umpire Roy Linesman Wade Borth, line judge Shane Weber, and back judge Joe Linton.
Out of Target.
Our concession stand will not be open tonight, but want to remind you the tailgate dinners will be open until at least halftime. We encourage you to get a bite to eat and bring your food back to the game. The FFA, Kindred Post-Prom, Dollars for Scholars, Boy Scouts, Kindred Library, and more are raising money for their upcoming events. In just a couple of moments, Steve Stein, local guitar instructor right here at Kindred, will introduce our national anthem.
Check. Hello, welcome to the Vikings homecoming football game. We're excited to have local pilot Kelly Paris flying his A-26 airplane over the field to kick off the game for the second year in a row. Now, to celebrate this homecoming celebration and all the talents that make up our communities, we'd like you, the crowd, to join in singing the anthem tonight. The amazing, talented junior at Kindred High School, Miss Kenzie Knight, will lead the crowd in singing the national anthem. Now, Kenzie will start the song, but all of you will be the voice tonight, so please sing as loud as you can.
Then our flag was still there. Oh, sing us that star-spangled banner yet waving o'er the land. And the whole
fans, once again, that was Kenzie Knight leading the crowd, and we're about to have a flyover. Kelly Paris about to fly over to continue on with homecoming festivities. It's been a really fun week in Kindred, and it's being capped off by a very exciting football game. Number 1 ranked team in the state taking on number 5 ranked team in the state, the Oaks Tornadoes. Everybody excitedly awaiting the flyover from Kelly Paris. Coming from the south end of the field, flying north, if you're joining us in Kindred. If you're joining us in Kindred, take a look in the south part of the sky, and we're just patiently awaiting.
Last time we had this state baseball, Babe Ruth, right?
We had one 1 year ago, so nope, State Babe Ruth would have been 2020. Okay. Last year we had a flyover for the homecoming event, and this is the second now annual homecoming flyover. So this is number 3 in 3 years, though, Nick. Yeah. And we did not forget, we will get you the starters. I know that they maybe missed some of that. Now, once again, the Vikings are starting with the ball. And maybe as we're waiting, I'll quickly go through some of the starters. No surprise, Jorgen Swenson going to be playing quarterback. His tailback will be Trey Heinrich. Receivers today will be Kylan Swenson and Cam Schwartzwalter. Another running back will be Charlie Beaver. At tight end is Hunter Bindus. Right tackle will be Riley Sunram. His left tackle companion will be Jack Packer. The 2 guards are going to be Dylan Filler and Blake Hushka. And the center for the Vikings is Mason Nipstead. That's how the Vikings will start their offense. Defensively, for the Oaks Tornadoes, Mario Garza, Brogan Roney, Landon Potasic, and Joe Schaefer are the defensive are on the line. Linebackers are Max Wallach, Adler Paper, Chris Titus, and Trey Skoglund. And the defensive backs are Blason Dolney, Noah Sunby, and Joey Heim. Here's the kickoff. Must not be doing the flyover. It's taken
16. Is that McDonald?
Well, they're already throwing us for a loop, Nicholas.
I think it's McDonald.
16 is not on the roster. So I think you're right. It's Jack McDonald.
Jack McDonald.
Yep. Got it. All right, here we go, Nick. We got fake flyovers, audio that I think is up and running now, and I think we're rocking and rolling. Vikings with the ball, big matchup. The number 1 seed taking on the 5 seed. Both teams 5-0, big region implications. Here's Jorgen Swenson handing off to Trey Heinrich. They go right after that line. Heinrich is going to pick up about 8 yards. So Heinrich leads things off with a nice run up the gut for 8 yards. That's going to be the area that the Vikings need to make their hay. The big line, over 1,200 pounds of beef up front for the Vikings. They want to open up holes for Kylan Swenson and Trey Heinrich. I assume it's going to be run, and some more running for the Vikings, Nick.
And this is a different formation than what they usually run here, Josh.
But a pickup of 11 yards there for Trey on his second carry. Just like that, he's up to 19 yards. Trey Heinrich coming out strong. Vikings line. That was one of the keys to the game. They need to establish the run. Don't be surprised, fans, if you don't see that ball in the air much at all. Vikings more than likely not going to do much passing today.
Yeah, this is a new formation from Vikings. They got 2 running backs, Kylan Swenson and Trey in the backfield.
This one to Kylan. Kylan to his left, and he picks up about, he makes contact, keeps the feet moving. Wow, that's a great run by Kylan Swenson.
He is not a big dude, but man, does he just churn and churn and churn. His legs never stop.
11-yard run there by Kylan Swenson. Contact was made after about 7 yards, but he just kept churning those legs. It's going to be another dangerous aspect of the Vikings. They have a very athletic running back in Heinrich, and you compliment him with Swenson. Charlie Beaver's in there as well.
Here's the normal look for the Vikings here.
Swenson calling for the ball, hands to Trey. Trey goes to his right. He's got a big hole.
Held onto the jersey there nicely by number 15.
Adler Paper. Big stop there. That's going to be a 15-yard run, and now Trey Heinrich is already up to 34 yards rushing. Going to be 1st and 10 for the Vikings on their 19. We're only a minute and a half into the game, and the Vikings are looking very strong.
Yep, I think we're gonna get a heavy dose. Run. If you're Oaks, you gotta load that box there. Take away these holes that this big offense line is gonna create, and your linebackers and safeties have to come down and lay the wood.
Swenson calls for the ball. He has Kylan, his brother, to his right. He hands off to him. This time Kylan's hit at the line of scrimmage, but still manages to pick up about another 3 yards. Kylan Swenson now has 14 rushing yards in his 2 carries. Yeah, I was talking with Coach Crane. He's in his 10th year with the Viking program, 9th year as a head coach. He's from Lakota. He's actually from Wasilla, Alaska, but spent 3 years in Lakota. It's exactly like we talked about, run that ball. Mm-hmm. I mean, he didn't in so much blunt terms say they're not going to pass, but definitely got the impression this will be a run-heavy game. Trey Heinrich goes in motion. This is going to be Jorgen that calls his own number. Jorgen Swenson going to pick up about 4 yards, we'll call it. So that's his first rush of the game, and once again, that's Adler Paper who gets the tackle. Going to be 3rd down here. 3rd down and 4, more than likely 4-down territory. Don't you think, Nick?
Yeah, I don't think you risk it with Sunram going for the field goal here. Just rely on your big line and get those 3 yards on the ground in 2 plays.
Handoff. No. Got a direct snap.
Looked like a direct snap to Charlie Beaver.
Charlie Beaver gets his first time with the ball. He's in. It's a touchdown. So Charlie Beaver for 13 yards right up the gut. Ton of credit there to Beaver, Jorgen Swenson, Kylan Swenson, and Trey Heinrich, but probably even more to that big line. Yeah, there's no doubt that they were challenged in practice this week. Yep. We are going to run the ball. You guys need to make sure you give us an opportunity to do so. And first drive of the game, the Kindred Viking offensive line, I think, is the big high five deservers. Don't you think, Nick?
Yes, I do. But right there, that play call was perfectly designed by head coach Matt Crane. Get those guys in motion, get those linebackers moving with the guys, and then direct snap to Charlie Beaver up the middle and walk in for fight for a touchdown.
Bendis to Swenson, and Sunram kicks it in. The point after is good. Vikings lead 7-0. Quick drive, just 3 minutes and 7 seconds, and the Vikings are on the board. They lead 7-0.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
Hey fans, welcome back to Kindred. Vikings lead 7-0 and kicking off right now. Ball goes to Joey Heim. Joey Heim is taken and he gets loose on the far side and he's pulled down by Charlie Beaver. Big tackle by Charlie Beaver. Joey Heim had a lot of green space in front of him. Oaks is going to start this drive off on their 34-yard line. So starting on offense for the Oaks Tornadoes. Their line consists of Eddie Garza, Landon Potasic, Joe Schaefer, their center, Deegan Rorick, and Jaden Hankel. Tight end is Brogan Roney. Their wide receivers are going to be active. Noah Sunby, Adler Paper, Joey Heim, and the running back is Mario Garza. Once again, their quarterback, Xavier Vossler, senior. He's having a great year. Vossler he's got a lot of athletic receivers that he can go to. Here they run to the outside. Nice run. Pickup of about 15 yards there.
It's a very nice run on first down.
That was Mario Garza with the ball. So Garza wears number 12. We're going to call that a pickup of 15 yards. And Oaks is at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, just like that. Not what we were expecting right away. Expecting pass here by Oaks, and right away they just do a little outside run and big gain.
Starting on defense for the Vikings on that big line, Riley Sunram, Jack Packer, and Mason Nipstead. Linebackers Charlie Beaver, Trey Heinrich, Tyson Johnson getting his first start of the year, and Hunter Bidness. Cornerbacks for the Vikings, Cameron Schwartzwalter and Mason Holmers. Strong safety is Kylan Swenson. Free safety, Jorgen Swenson. Here they try to run it up the middle and are getting nothing.
Yep.
So second run for Garza is not as successful. You think that the outside game is going to work for the Oaks Tornadoes most of the time, or you think the Vikings are going to stiffen up here?
So inside the numbers, I don't think, inside the tackles, I don't think they're going to get much yardage running the ball, but if they can get that outside and that those tackles for the Oaks can contain those ends and those linebackers, then they're going to have good success outside of those tackles in the run game, and that'll open up play action passing for the Oaks Tornadoes as well, so the Kindred's not just defending the pass.
Vossler calls for the ball, runs to his right, looks to his right, throws to his right, has a guy. Kylan Swenson is there in coverage, and it's Joey Heim who's unable to catch it. It's going to be third down and 10. So Heim, the intended receiver, and it was the safety there, Kylan Swenson in coverage.
Yeah, that was a good pass by Vossler. Hit him, got him just a little high out of the reach of the Oaks Tornadoes receiver, and if you would have got that a little low and a little more towards the boundary, I think that would have been a great throw, great catch, and a big gain. Just a little high and out of the reach.
Twins to the right here, single receiver to the left for the Tornadoes. Xavier Vossler looks to his left, claps his hand, gets the ball, running to his right, rolling out, chased by Packer, throws it, nobody there. It was right between the Swenson brothers. The intended receiver was Joey Heim again. It's going to be fourth down and 10. What are you doing here, Nicholas? Ball's at the 50.
If you're Oaks, you know you got to score. And Kindred is going to put points up on the board. It's early in the game. I think you'd punt this one right away. If it gets later in the game and you're on the 50, you're down by a little bit, then you go for it. Play it safe right away early in the game.
Well, it looks like they're going to punt. Vossler's back to punt. Kylan Swenson back to receive. High snap. It's blocked. It's blocked and picked up there. Can't advance that sucker.
Can't advance it.
But, hey, it's always worth trying. Deegan Rorick downs it at about the 47-yard line. And a little bit of a conversation being had here. I expect the Vikings to have this ball right around the 47.
Yeah, it should go back to where that offense lineman touched it.
So it's going to be the Tornadoes come out with a fantastic first run. Not Eddie Garza, but Mario Garza gets a run to the near side of 15 yards, and then after that the Vikings stop Oaks 3 times, and then they block the punt here. It's going to be first down and 10 for the Vikings on the 45-yard line.
Yep, refs stripes out there had to talk for a little bit. They eventually got that call right and moved it back to where that was first touched by the Oaks Tornadoes player.
You kind of wonder, Nick, if they're listening to us on Magnitude and they just needed that delay to go through and then hear that. But they didn't listen to us on the 47. They put it at the 45. Yes. So maybe someone came in and said we don't know what we're talking about. Swenson with 2 running backs. Gives it to his one on his left. That's Heinrich. He's got a big hole. He cuts it back. He's to the far side. Good tackle there by Oaks, but he's continuing on moving. That was number 52, Landon Potasic.
He just saved the touchdown.
Yes, no doubt about it. But fantastic run there by Trey Heinrich. Going to be a gain of about 23 yards, we're going to call that. And just like that, Trey Heinrich is up to 57 yards rushing. Yeah, he's going to come out and get a breather now.
Yeah, rightfully so. He's already close, well over 50 yards running already. Just like that, I mean, they had the pulling guard there. I couldn't tell if it was Dylan Filler leading up the middle. I think it was. And then they got Kylan Swenson and Charlie Beaver. It's just a wrecking crew up there up front right now.
Single back is Kylan Swenson. He gets the pitch, and he's got room to run. He's on the near side. Good cuts it back a little bit, and he's going to pick up. He's going to be inside the 20. He's going to be in the red zone, the MLGC red zone. It's going to be a pickup of about 12 yards for Kylan Swenson. I want to thank the folks at MLGC for their sponsorship. We are now in the MLGC red zone. After a signorama first down, they're moving the signs.
Yep, Kindred is turning down this field, relying on their big front line and getting their playmakers in Heinrich and Swenson out.
Schwartzwalter in motion. He's going to get pulled back by Jordan Swenson. He takes a heavy hit there. Great hit.
He's number 12.
Yep, Mario Garza. We're under 6.5 left here. A great hit does come after a pickup of 6 more yards, so Swenson now is also in double digits when it comes to rushing. The Vikings have 4 guys in double digits in rushing, and we're not even halfway into the first quarter, so one of the keys was going to be for the Vikings to establish the line. They have taken that to heart.
Yes, they have.
Running back to Swenson's right is Heinrich. To his left is Swenson. Receiver is Jack McDonald. Here's the handoff to Heinrich. Nice tackle. Very good tackle there.
Number 40, Chris Titus.
Chris Titus, sophomore, 150 pounds, gets himself in there.
Yet again, this is 2-down territory, I believe, here. Vikings aren't going to kick a field goal from this distance. I wouldn't be surprised here. 3rd and 3. They've been getting more than that yards. Wouldn't be surprised for a play-action pass here.
I'm going run up the middle here. Heinrich up the middle. We'll see what happens. Yep, there it is. Heinrich up the middle.
Ooh, good push.
Fantastic push. Again, contact made, maybe after a yard or 2, and then they just keep those running backs, keep those legs moving, and that's going to be another first down. Signorama first down. Vikings now advance in the MLGC red zone. They're on the 6-yard line. We're going to call that a gain of about 6 yards. Eggmeister. You agree with that?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
right down there.
All right, 5:10 left in the first quarter. Vikings looking to get into the end zone here. Oaks needs a stop. Swenson, same formation. Heinrich to his left, Swenson to his right, gives to his brother Swenson. It looks like he's going to get just shy of the end zone. Oh, no, the short side to him. Official called it a touchdown. Another official saying he's down, so they're talking it over. Don't get too excited yet, or don't get too mad yet, depending on what team you're rooting for. They're going to talk it over. The far side official says, no touchdown. No touchdown. Turn the music off, he says. No touchdown. Kylan Swenson's going to take it 5 3/4 yards. So the officials talk it over, and the far side official wins. So it's going to be 2nd down and a foot, according to Mr. Hertzgaard. Same formation. Swenson calls for it. Gets it. Hands it to his brother. This time he's in. No doubt about it.
That time.
Kylan Swenson gets that final yard. He's up to 32 yards rushing. It's another touchdown for the Vikings. This one comes off the legs of Kylan Swenson for 1 yard.
Yep, just like that. We haven't seen a pass play from Kindred yet. 2 possessions down, 2 touchdowns. Every yard gained has been on the ground.
So the first drive was 3 minutes and 7 seconds. This one was 3 minutes and 11 seconds. Both resulted in a touchdown. Bendis with the snap. Hold by Jorgen. Kick good by Swenson. And just like that, it's 14-0. There's 4 minutes and 27 seconds left in the first quarter. We'll be back in about a minute.
Runnings is your store for more this fall and winter season. More warm and quality clothing and footwear. More leaf and snow removal equipment. More things to keep you moving and safe, like antifreeze, snow shovels, battery chargers, heaters, and more. It's the store that gives you more. And our friendly sales associates will help you find whatever you're looking for. Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store.
Hey fans, welcome back to Kindred. Been a fun homecoming week. A lot of activities. Want to give some special congratulations to the homecoming court in Kindred. Gracie Nelson and Cole Campbell, Caden Striley and Mason Olmers, Elizabeth Soldium and Charlie Beaver, Charlie McQuillan and Trey Heinrich, and a special congratulations to the homecoming king, Blake Hushka, and the homecoming queen, Kennedy Stoddard. A lot of fantastic excitement throughout Kindred. Big party in the park and a parade this afternoon, pep rally, and now here we are wrapping things up with the football game. Kickoff was returned by Joey Heim up to about the 25-yard line, call it the 26-yard line. Oaks Tornadoes need an answer with 4:22 left.
That student section over there is getting loud.
Yeah, like I said, there was all kinds of fun things going on throughout the school this week. Homecoming in small towns, I don't think it gets much better than that in the fall of the year. Oaks Tornadoes with the ball for the second time. They had one first down, and then they were stifled. Here's the handoff, same play to the outside. This is Mario Garza, and he is same play that picked up 15 yards. This time it's not going to work.
That's what happens when you see Charlie Beaver taking on that head-up outside guy trying to get contained. Charlie Beaver just rides him all the way, and that opens up that lane for Hunter Bindus to get there right away, and then Beaver finishes it off when he tries to get outside and tackles him out of bounds.
So loss of 4 yards, going to be 2nd and 14. You said Hunter Bindus, what an impressive year he's had. Just a sophomore come in. It was one of those positions that was in question for the Vikings, coming off a strong senior class last year, and he has stepped up and done a fantastic job. Tonight he gets the start on both ends of the ball.
And number 27, Tyson Johnson.
Here's a quick pass. There's another youngster. His name is Kyle Swenson. You've probably heard of him if you're a Kindred Vikings fan. He makes a tackle, and that bubble pass is not going to work there.
That bubble pass, usually Kindred plays zone. It looks like they're straight up man-to-man. So now we're, instead of those safeties starting back and having to run downhill the whole way, Kyle Swenson's already up there covering one of those receivers, goes right away, gets him right away.
Going to be a gain of 1 there, moves it to 3rd and 13. 3rd and 13, 3:43 and counting in the first quarter. Ball on the 22-yard line of the Oaks Tornadoes. Got a beautiful rainbow in the background there. Lucas Clabundi on camera is doing a fantastic job of showcasing that. Here we go. Back to pass, throwing it down the middle. Caught him. Two quarterbacks. There it goes. Just like that. It's a horse race. Can he make it all the way? One man to beat. He's got to beat him there. It looks like the guys for the pylon. And what are they going to call? What are they going to call here? Going to call him down short. Big tackle there by Jorgen Swenson. What a fantastic tackle there. Adler Paper with a big reception there. 28, how many yards was that? Let's see here, 28 plus 49, that's, you do your math here quick. Where's Quizlin when he's around, huh?
That's one where Bill Belichick would be not happy. Diving for the pylon, fumbling, it could have...
77 yards on that pass.
Could have easily been a fumble into the back and for a touchback.
Great job by Paper of getting himself loose. But yeah, they almost turned that ball over. Yes. They call him down at the 1, so they're stopped here at 2nd and 1. So Adler Paper, one of the things Coach Dobitz talked about is their receivers not only have done a great job of catching the ball, but yards after catch have been impressive. And Adler Paper showed that there.
That was great. It's a great catch, and then realized he had that seam and ran it right up and just Jordan Swenson just a little too fast.
A little bit of movement there. They don't call it, and there's a touchdown for the Tornadoes.
You can see Coach Safe, Coach Crane, and all these Kindred coaches down there are not too happy right now. They thought offensive lineman for the Oaks Tornadoes jumped, but regardless, 6 points for Oaks, and we're down 8 right now.
Vossler, with the quarterback sneak, gets a huge touchdown for the Oaks Tornadoes. I mean, that play, that 77-yard pass was incredible. If you are an Oaks Tornadoes fan, I mean, they needed that real bad because the Vikings have done a great job with their 2 possessions, and Oaks looked like they had their back against the wall. It was 3rd and long, and they connect on a huge pass play, once again from Vossler to Paper, bringing it down to the 1, and then Vossler calls his own number for a touchdown. Extra point is good. Let's take a quick break. Vikings lead 14-7.
It's the untamed, wide-open landscape that we're proud to call our own. This is where Mustang Seeds got its start. Our family-owned seed company grew from humble beginnings to proudly serve farmers across the Midwest. Thanks to you, we are living the American dream. Today, Mustang Seeds is 60 years strong, but it feels like we're just getting started. Mustang Seeds, plant with pride.
Howdy fans, welcome back into Kindred. Huge drive for the Oaks Tornadoes. Stop the bleeding a little bit here. They get a big pass play. Once again, Vossler throws on to Adler Paper, brings it down to the 1 yard line, and Vossler punches it in to make it 14-6. He also goes back to kick the extra point. Talk about a man who can do many things. Throw the ball, run the ball, kick the ball. That's Xavier Vossler, the senior. Coach Dobitz talked about how impressed he's been with that young man, certainly early on. He's done some impressive things. Charlie Beaver went down for the Vikings. He came to the sideline. Kylan Swenson chasing this one. We'll see if Charlie Beaver comes back. Here Kylan Swenson comes to the middle, goes back to the far side, and he's able to bring that ball up to about the 26-yard line. Vikings will start with it at the 26 with 2:25 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, just like that we talked about in the pregame, if you're Oaks, you have to get this passing game going. And you didn't see it on the first drive. They tried to run it a few times and then didn't connect on a couple pass plays they had. But right there, perfect. Nearly got sacked by Riley Sunram. Gets out of it, Vossler does, throws it, and hits him in stride. Makes one move and race to the ends pylon, and unfortunately tackled and gets in on the second run.
Well, if you're an Oaks Tornadoes fan, you know a thing or two about getting the offense to turn the ball over. The Oaks Tornadoes have been able to do that 22 times. A rare pass here, going to be over the head of Max Opgran. One of the rare passes, in fact, the first pass by the Vikings in this game. One of the keys for them was to establish the run. They have done that. And as I was saying, the Oaks Tornadoes have turned offenses over 22 times in 5 games this year.
That is a crazy stat.
And they're playing strong teams as well. I mean, it's just an impressive stat. They beat Sargent County, Central Cass, Oak Grove, Park River, Linton, HMB, and to turn those teams over that many times, if they can get a few here tonight, certainly if they can hold that average of 4, the good things are going to happen. This ball is going to go back to Heinrich on the ground. He's got the far side. Stutter step, and he's knocked out of bounds there. Knocked out of bounds by number 10 for the Oaks Tornadoes.
Yeah, I think if you're the Vikings and head coach Matt Crane, I don't know if you want to pass the rest of the night. You should just rely on this offense line and your stud running backs and just keep running this ball and eliminate that chance of interception.
That was Brogan Roney who knocked him out of bounds, and that was also Trey Heinrich's.
He's got to be in the.
He's up to 88 right now. 88 rushing yards for Trey Heinrich, and we're not even through the first quarter. So more to your point there, here's a handoff to Swenson. They're going to keep it on the ground. Swenson is lots of contact made early on, but continues to fight through. We're going to call that a gain of 7, going to be 2nd and 3. And Swenson's up to 39 yards on the ground. Kylan, that is.
Looks like Kylan might have lost his helmet on that one. Has to come off for a play. Good news for the Vikings. Charlie Beaver's back on the field. Must have just been a little stinger.
Yeah, he was down for a little bit, but obviously able to fight through and be back out there. Vikings have 2 receivers in now. It's Cam Schwartzhalter and Mason Almers. The one back is going to be Trey Heinrich. Little flip to Trey. He's going to go to the outside.
Ooh.
Boy, it looked like if he would have just kept going outside, he had a lot of space, but he gets the first down nonetheless. Going to be a pickup about 5 yards for Trey. He's at 93 yards right now.
Yeah, it looks like he ran into his blocker there. I couldn't quite see who that lead blocker was there for Kindred. But good job by the Oaks defender coming into that lead blocker and pushing that lead blocker back into Trey Heinrich and letting his linebackers fly down and get him on the outside.
Joe Schaefer checks out of the game for the Oaks Tornadoes. 1:15 and counting left in the first quarter. 1st and 10 Vikings on the Oaks 38-yard line. 1st and 10. In motion is Kylan Swenson. Fake handoff, fake flip, and Swenson. Jorgen's going to take that. There's a flag on the play. Looks like that's going to be coming back.
That's one where you get the eyes moving. Without this holding, this is a big play for the Vikings. They run it 3-4 times a game here. They get the offense moving one way. Jorgen Swenson fakes that pitch, keeps it, and then goes and follows his blockers up the middle. And usually it's a big hole for him. It's a great running play for them, and they gain a lot of yards every every time they run that play.
Going to be a holding. Bring it back to about the 38-yard line. And going to be 1st and about 8 yards. That was probably Chris Titus, who I think got held he looked like he was in fairly good position to at least attempt to tackle at Jorgen Swenson, and someone got a little bit of the jersey. In motion was Charlie Beaver. Handoff goes to Trey Heinrich. Trey Heinrich carries it for about 6 yards. You know, watching Trey Heinrich run, he just is so methodical, and we've used the word elusive. He just kind of waits, he's patient, he gets to his hole, but he can turn it up when he needs to.
It doesn't look like he's sprinting, but he's still going that fast. It just looks so effortless for him.
Well, he has another gear, there's no doubt about it. He's just being patient as well, but yeah, you're right, he's moving. Here we got a fake handoff. Jorgen Swenson is going to keep it, pay the price. Very good tackle there by Adler Paper. You know, we talked about Xavier Vossler for Oaks. He's had a nice day. But Adler Paper, yes. I mean, he's the guy that had the big 77-yard reception, brought it to the 1-yard line, and he's been all over the field on defense. Nick, we got a lot of things to talk about. Should we keep it here?
We can keep it here.
We'll give some love to the Kindred cross country team. It's homecoming week, so I want to recognize some folks other than the football game we're broadcasting right now. The girls right now ranked number 2 in the state, led by Taryn Raisler. She's ranked number 4 in the state. They have a huge meet this tomorrow. I'll talk more about that later. Boys ranked number 3 in the state, led by Keaton Olson. He's individually ranked number 3, and Cole Campbell, one of the homecoming royalties, ranked number 5 in the state. More about this meet tomorrow. It's the Border Battle in Grand Forks. Nick, there's going to be 56 teams at that meet. Teams from South Dakota, North Dakota, Minnesota, and Canada. They're predicting over 1,000 runners in Grand Forks tomorrow. Wow. Josh Roberts, Harry Clark, and Leighton Fitch, the coaches. I talked to some of the kids in the hallway. I said, you're going to be racing tomorrow. You're not going to be running. You're going to be needing to wear your rib protectors a little bit in there. You got 1,000 people not running at once, but boy, that's going to be a fun race for the cross-country crew. Best of luck to the girls and boys cross-country team. Volleyball team, they started off the year 4-2. They've had tournaments in Central Cass and a big one coming up this weekend in Bismarck. Want to wish the volleyball team some luck as well. We have a couple other things we're going to talk about. Girls golf, we did not forget about you. We're going to come back to you in a little bit. There's a young lady in the halls named Avery Bartels. I'm sure people have heard of. We'll give her some love here shortly. But back to the game. Swenson handing off to Swenson. Jorgen variety to the Kylan variety. 3rd and 3, going to be a first down. And a pickup, we'll call it about 9 yards there, Nick. Sound about right? Yep. Kylan Swenson up to 48 yards. Going to be a Vikings first down. That's a Sinorama first down. Vikings just outside the MLGC red zone on the 24-yard line. Same formation, Swenson with 2 backs, lone receiver up top. Looks to be Cameron Schwartzwalter.
Oh, man, did Trey Heinrich miss a touchdown right there. Watching film back on tomorrow and over the weekend, he's going to see that big hole to the right. If he makes a cutback and goes up the green, he's got a walk-in touchdown there.
There's Eddie Garza who got his big old paws on Trey there and didn't let him get loose. Eddie Garza picks up the tackle, but Trey is now over the 100-yard mark with that 5-yard pickup. Unofficially, we have him at 104 yards early on in this game. Swenson hands to Swenson. Can he get to the outside? No, he can't. Great tackles there by Oaks. It was a combination of 3 guys, 42, 4, and 15. So Adler Paper, we called him quite a bit. Joey Heim in there on the tackle.
Yeah, that's a great job. Kylan Swenson very fast, but he takes I think it was Joey Heim, that corner out there, takes a great angle, cuts it off before he can get outside, and forces him back inside with his Paper coming from his linebacker position to come tackle.
It was Jacob Cadoon. Sorry I didn't get his name in there. Here's the Vikings. Kylan Swenson in motion. Direct snap. Another good pickup. Going to be a Sinorama first down. Charlie Beaver this time. Call that a pickup.
Pick up about 6
yards.
First and goal.
It's just Charlie's second carry. He's up to 19 yards.
Same exact play we saw in about the same exact field position, except on the opposite sides of the field. Got those people in motion, running them direct snap straight to Charlie Beaver and straight up the gut.
10:05 left in the second quarter. 1st and 9 on the 9. MLGC red zone. Flip's going to go to Heinrich from the 9. Can he get in? Whole bunch of tornadoes there. They don't let him in. Going to go to the 4-yard line. It was Landon Potasic who finished things off. 5-yard pickup there by Heinrich.
Gains down to the 4-yard line.
Second down and 4, 9:40 left. Vikings lead 14-7. Big drive for the Vikings here. See if they can respond coming off the tornado touchdown. Cam Schwartzwalter, lone receiver up top.
Try to say kind of a decoy up there.
Yep, there's only been one pass from the Vikings tonight. This one's going to go to Kylan Swenson. He's going to be tackled short at the 1-yard line. So it's going to be a 3-yard gain by Kylan Swenson. He's at 54 yards right now. And it's going to be 3rd down and 1, 9:05 left in the first quarter.
It looks like that football is nearly touching that white goal line there.
3rd down 1, same formation, has been working very good for the Vikings. Why go away from it? Here's Jorgen, calls for it, hands off to Trey, and Trey dances in. Touchdown, Trey Heinrich, touchdown, Vikings. 3rd touchdown scored by the Vikings, all by different players. Beaver scored a 13-yarder, Kylan Swenson scored a 1-yarder, and Trey now gets a 1-yarder as well.
Yep, I mean, just rely on the game we talked about. Keys of the game, control the line, run, 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 run. And it's just, besides that one pass play that was incomplete, that's all they've done is run, 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 and they've got 21 points on the 20. Could be 21 points on the scoreboard here.
Good snap, good hold, good kick. Bend this to Jorgen Swenson to Sunram. They connect again. It's 21-7. Vikings lead. We'll take a quick break.
The Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota is the place for you and your friends to come and enjoy cold drinks, great food, and sports all under a friendly and fun atmosphere. Whether it's the Vikings, Twins, Wild, NDSU Bison, or one of your favorite teams, watch all the games at the Knickerbocker. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., and Sunday, 12 noon to 2 a.m. You can find the Knickerbocker at 412 Main Avenue in Hickson, just a 10-minute drive south of Fargo. Take University Drive, head.
Hey fans, welcome back into Kindred, North Dakota. Vikings lead 21-7, 8:48 left in the second quarter. Again, want to give a shout out to the girls golf team. They are just wrapping up the regular season. Had regionals last week where Avery Bartels won her 4th straight regional championship. Her and Charlie McQuillan are expected to go in the top 10 coming up here, and their state tournament is on Monday and Tuesday. They just had regionals, took 2nd place. Oak Grove was the champions. That competition was in Carrington. They did shoot their team best on the year, so excited about that improvement. And like I said, they have their state meet on Monday, Tuesday, going for their 9th state championship at Sears Valley in Minot. And again, they take off Sunday for state golf, state girls golf, Monday and Tuesday. Good luck to that crew. Coach Corey Bartels, very proud of his golf team, as he should be. Here's the kick by Sunram, taken by Paper. Paper's going to run to the far side. Cut in. Nice return up to the 35-yard line. Oaks will start with it on their 35 with 8:43 left in the quarter. Well, you would probably be a little bit surprised if we don't see some passing here out of Oaks, wouldn't you, Nick?
Yep, if you're Oaks, you get the kickoff to start the second half. There's 8 minutes left. You don't have to necessarily on this drive, but you need to start answering this Kindred team. They look like they're not going to be stopped on the offensive side of the ball, so you got to start getting in the end zone here if you're Oaks.
Well, the strength of Oaks is the passing game. They're going to run it up the middle. And the strength of the Vikings is their defensive line. They are big up front. So, you got to get a balance, right, Nick?
You got to get a balance, but
the one big pass play worked for you. So we'll see. We'll see if they continue to go that way. They do get a pickup of about 4 yards on that run.
Gain of 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd down
They're going to call it 3.
Yep, I mean, get that, and then you can run into your play action a little bit. But if you're the Vikings here, you're D-backs, and I know Coach Burgett, he's main coach of those position players. He's going to say, don't bite on that play action, lock up your guy man-to-man. You have one focus, and that focus is your guy.
Mario Garza was on that carry. It's Joey Heim in motion. Flag on the play. It's dropped by Joey Heim. We'll see what the flag is all about.
Probably illegal motion.
2 guys in motion. The 2 experts in the booth, they know what's going on. I don't put myself in that expert call. That'd be Lucas Klabundi and Nicholas Eggman. Lucas Klabundi coming back to be a part of football after he won a state championship last year. Doing a great job on the camera. We're excited to have him up here, aren't we, Nicholas?
Yes, we are. He's got one on me. I took second. He's got first place over here in football.
Lucas was at the Red Hawks championship last night. The FM Red Hawks wrapping it up in exciting fashion last night. I, of course, was at home watching Aaron Judge to see if he was going to hit his 61st home run. And it looked like he hit one out and it fell 4 feet short. So we'll see if he gets it tonight. I haven't heard anything yet. They started at 6. Aaron Judge chasing Roger Maris's record for a Yankee most home runs. Here's the throw. Going to just go out of bounds. Wise decision there
by Vossler.
Yep, Vossler did a good job of buying time, but wasn't able to find a receiver open.
Smart play that we talked about. He's experienced, had a really good year so far. He knows he's out of the pocket. Just get that thing away and don't take that sack.
He's 1 for 4 if my calculations serve me right. Not my calculations, just my general awareness of writing things down.
I think you're right on that one.
He has the one big pass play that we've talked about to Adler Paper for 77 yards. And that's the second time, or that's the only time he's tried since then. 7:44 remains in the second quarter. The clock is stopped, 3rd and 11. He's going to pull it and run. Can he get enough? He cannot.
Johnson.
Good tackle there by Charlie Beaver.
I think that's Tyson Johnson who started it.
Okay, yeah. Tyson Johnson got him by the ankles, and Charlie Beaver was tackling him. Good point there. Tyson Johnson getting some big opportunities here today. It's going to be 4th down and 5. So a rush. We're going to call it a 5 yards.
Got punter back there, Vossler.
So Vossler's going to punt, but one of those dangerous things where your punter is also your quarterback, so Vikings very much aware of that. Vossler back, looking to the sideline, seeing what Coach Dobitz would like him to do. Charlie Beaver, Kylan Swenson back to return for the Vikings. Here's the kick. The last one was blocked. Here's a nice punt. Swenson runs up, catches it, gets a block, goes to the far side, and brings it up to about the 44-yard line. Let's take a quick break, Nick, and we'll be back in 30 seconds.
Kindred Storage, built on the north side of the city of Kindred, provides secure and affordable storage. The units at Kindred Storage are new construction, isolated from water and snow, and are maintained year-round. The area is also well lit to ensure easy and safe access to your possessions day or night. Call 701-428-3121 for unit pricing and more information. You can find Kindred Storage located...
Just in time here, Nick. 1st and 10. Vikings have it on their 42-yard line. A little bit different formation here. Twins to the right. So Jorgen's going to roll to his left, throw to his right, in double coverage. Dangerous throw. And it's going to be intercepted. That's not Adler Paper. I was going to call it at first. That was number 35, Max Wallach, with a big turnover.
Yep.
So interesting decisions made, Nick, by both coaches. Vikings have had success running the ball. They go to the pass there. Oaks has had success throwing the ball. They go to the pass. They go to the run more in that previous drive. And the Oaks Tornadoes get that turnover that defense is incredibly familiar with. We said they've turned offenses over 22 times. And here's time number 23. It's going to be an interception.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to leak out, go for that wheel route, get those safeties moving, but Oaks defended that perfectly, watched their film, and came up with the INT.
Here's a pass, going to go far side.
Nice grab there.
It is a catch. Caught by one of those athletic receivers. It's Joey Heim up top. Nice job for him coming back. There's a flag on the play, probably going to be roughing the passer. And bad news for the Oaks fans is that Vossler looks like he is in a lot of pain right now.
His helmet's off too.
Going to be a pass and catch of 18 yards. And we have an injury timeout, so I'm gonna mark that down. 18 yards. And let's take a 30-second break here, and we'll update all you fans on how Xavier Vossler is doing. Hopefully he'll be back and ready to rumble when we return.
If you're looking for a bank or insurance agency that offers big bank products and small town service, then Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency is the way to go. Live in or near the Kindred area? Stop in and chat with a friendly banker or insurance agent about all of the convenient services and features they offer. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency are your neighbors who are here to help you grow and develop. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Online at kindredstatebank.com.
Hey fans, welcome back into Kindred. Xavier Vossler was able to get off the field. He is going to have to sit out one play. Hopefully he's able to return. Xavier Vossler went down on a late hit. Going to be a 15-yard penalty, moving the Oaks Tornadoes down into the 8-yard line. They are very deep into the MLGC red zone after that Sinorama first down.
Yeah, and then that 15-yard penalty for roughing the passer.
So they are in business here. Oaks is after the turnover. It was an interception once again by Wallach, and this now was a big pass play made by Joey Heim, or caught by Joey Heim, I should say. New quarterback for the Tornadoes, number 15, Adler Paper. So certainly not a new player in the game.
Nope.
And he's going to hand off to Mario, or pitch out to Mario Garza. Mario Garza is able to pick up maybe 2 yards there, 3 yards. We're going to call it 3 yards. He's up to 17 yards. Going to be second and goal from the 5. Way off. Second and goal from the 6.
4-yard gain.
So Adler Paper going to remain under center.
If you're Oaks here, you got to punch this thing in the end zone.
Well, it would be a huge momentum, just in the sense
momentum
that
is all on your side.
Yeah, and your quarterback is out right now, so just kind of getting that, hey, we can do this. Hopefully they can get their quarterback back. Paper throws it away. He's chased by Jack Packer. Going to be second down and 6. 6 minutes exactly remain in the second quarter. Vikings lead 21-7. Once again, this drive started because of an interception caught by Wallach of the Tornadoes. Their 23rd time they've turned an offense over. The Oaks called his timeout. 3rd and 6 on the 6. 6 minutes left. We're going to be back in 60 seconds.
Today's game brought to you by Jade Albrecht and Tyler Johnson of Peterson Farm Seed in Kindred. To maximize your farm's yields, contact Jade or Tyler at Peterson Farm Seed.
Sinorama of Fargo is the trusted, preferred signage vendor of NDSU athletics. The global leader in the sign and graphic industry, Sinorama is the way to grow your business. Competitive prices, free consultations and estimates, signage solutions that fit your budget. Sinorama is locally owned and committed to community support. Trusted by the Bison, be a championship business with Sinorama. Call or go online.
Hey fans, welcome back into Kindred. Big drive here for the Oaks Tornadoes. They turn the Vikings over. They have a 3rd and 6, 3rd and goal on the 6. Paper running to his right. Ooh, he's going to take a big loss here. Maybe fumble the ball. The whistle was blown. We'll see what they call it here.
Down by
they do call him down, yep. There's going to be a big loss. A loss of 6 yards, we're going to call that.
What's unfortunate for the Oaks right now, too, is like Paper is a big threat as a receiver, too, and they lose him running routes out there as a receiver with him being route in the quarterback position.
Yeah, and with the line of the Vikings, it's just hard to do any running, so you have to have a quarterback that's able to come in and pass the ball. And then, like you said, you take out one of your best receivers in Adler Paper. And don't get me wrong, Oaks has a bunch of very good athletes as receivers in Noah Sunby, Joey Heim, and Blason Dolney. They're going to call another timeout and talk about this. It's 4th and 12 with 5:12 remaining. Let's take a 30-second break here, Nick, and we'll be back for 4th and 12.
MLGC's story began in 1906 in the rural communities of Enderlin and Cooperstown. Today, MLGC is a fourth-generation family-owned company that can deliver ultra-high-speed broadband, TV, telephone, and advanced business services to customers on a 100% fiber optic network. Now available in several rural communities, including Kindred. In an era of exploding technology, MLGC's goal is to deliver future technologies that make rural North Dakota a vibrant place to live and do business. Visit them today, MLGC.com. MLGC, moving you at the speed of light.
Hey fans, welcome back into Kindred. Good news for Oaks fans is that Xavier Vossler is up and moving around. Bad news is he's not in the game yet. So they have potentially one of their biggest threats for receiving the ball, playing quarterback in Adler Paper. It's 4th and goal from the 12. Paper takes it, looks to his right, throws to his right. Oh, nice play by Kylan Swenson. Great job. Kylan Swenson coming in there to knock that ball away. It was Cameron Schwartzwalter in coverage. Cameron had good coverage on Joey Heim. And the Vikings turn over the Oaks Tornadoes on downs.
It looks like he just shot out of a cannon there. It was about to be a 50-50 ball, and Joey Heim went up and high-pointed that ball, but Kylan Swenson timed that thing perfectly, got over there and hit Joey Heim right in the chest and knocked him out of bounds so he couldn't catch that ball. Great play by the sophomore Kylan Swenson.
Vikings have the ball, 5:06 remaining in the half. They lead 21-7. Vikings will be kicking the ball off to start the second half. It's Oaks who will get the ball. We'll see if this is the last drive of the half. This is a pitch to Kylan Swenson. He gets just 2 yards before he's tackled by 3 Tornadoes there. Oh, there's Heinrich.
Yep.
My bad. 3 yards for Heinrich. He's at 112 yards unofficially right now. Clock continues to roll.
Second down and 7 from the 15.
Yeah, I think if you're the Vikings here, just threw the ball on the last possession. They're 0 for 2 right now with 1 interception passing the ball. I think you just rely on your offensive line, run this clock out. You got 4 minutes and 30 seconds left, and just try and get down the field with your running game. Nope.
Heinrich takes a pass, and he continues to work hard on the near side here and is taken out of bounds. Going to be a nice pickup on that quick pass and catch. Pickup of about 4 yards. First completion there of the game for Jorgen Swenson. Well, they did give him a first down, Nick.
They did. Okay.
So first down and 10 for the Vikings. They're on their 23-yard line with 4:05 remaining. Vikings have all 3 timeouts remaining. Oaks just has 1 timeout left to use. Kylan Swenson goes in motion, gets the handout, but it's Charlie Beaver coming to the near side. Charlie Beaver is tackled. Nice tackle there. Nice hustle play by the Oaks Tornadoes. Mario Garza coming all the way from the other end of the line. Penalty on the play. Would have been a pickup of about 16 yards.
Yep.
It's a hold against the Vikings, so it's going to bring them back. 3:47 remains in the half. Looked like a good pickup. Jorgen Swenson to Kylan Swenson to Charlie Beaver. And it was a hold. Did you catch who it was, Nick?
I did not see who it was. I was following those lead blockers leading up for Charlie Beaver there. Great little play design there by the Vikings, though.
1st and 19 now for the Vikings on their 14. You know, if you're a Vikings fan, too, there's not such a bad thing with just keeping that clock moving. But Swenson going to pass. He's going to throw to his right. He's got it. Swenson overthrew him. And it's going to be 2nd down and 19. Another pass play there by the Vikings.
Yeah, that one he had him. I think Kylan Swenson was going across, not just straight up like a seam route, and that's what Jorgen Swenson threw, and Kylan Swenson couldn't readjust and get up to that ball quicker in time.
Officially now on the board, they went 2nd and 20. In either case, it's 2nd and a long ways. Vikings have their original formation with the 2 backs. Going to be a handoff. Here's the handoff to
it's the bruiser of a runner,
Kylan Swenson, and he picks up about 9 yards there. Kylan Swenson does. We'll see if they stick with that MO. It's going to be 3rd and 11. You keep getting big chunk plays like that, Nick. You're either going to get the 1st down or put yourself in a position where it's 4th and very, very short. 3rd down and 10. 3:34 and counting left in the half. Low snap. Jorgen's able to get it. He's going to see if he can make something out of this.
I think he got it.
I think he got it too. So Jorgen Swenson drops the snap, picks it up, and runs for 12. 12-yard run, 1st down and 10 for the Vikings. 3:18 left in the half. Clock on your TV is not quite accurate, just so you're aware. 3:18, 3:16 now as the clock's running. Left in the half. Vikings with the ball, 1st and 10. Same formation's been working real good. See if they continue on the ground. They do. It's to Trey Heinrich. He runs to his right. Big hole. Nice tackle there. Nice tackle there by number 42 for the Tornadoes. That's Jacob Kadoon, but not before. Trey Heinrich
All the way up to the 48-yard line. 1st down, Vikings.
Picks up about 15 yards in the 1st down.
Yeah, but your Vikings just keep running, keep grinding, keep grinding, keep grinding. Got about 52 yards to go till pay dirt.
Here's the handoff to Kylan Swenson. Same exact play, different runner. This one's Kylan Swenson. He's going to pick up about 8 or 9 yards. So, Nick, would you change it up here?
At this point, you got 2nd and 2. If you do go play action here, you can't force something if you're Jorgen Swenson. You're in this little shot range here. You know you're going to usually get the 1st down, but I think they're going to stay on the ground here and keep grinding away as they got all 3 timeouts left.
Yeah, I think I like just put it on the ground and telling that line keep getting yards, keep getting yards. Here's a direct snap, stop, but Charlie on his 2nd attempt, Charlie Beaver is able to pick up about 7 more yards. So it looked like Charlie Beaver was going to be stopped before the line of scrimmage, but he dances out to the far side and picks up 7. Speaking of that line, Nick, special birthday boy in the house. It's Nate Safe himself, the old line coach. Nate Safe, happy birthday. I'm guessing he asked his lineman for a birthday present, or just going out there and working hard, giving those running backs opportunities to pick up some yards, and they sure have. Trey Heinrich, 127 yards. Kylan Swenson zeroing in on 100. He's at 71. Jorgen Swenson hands to Trey. Trey's met at the line. Maybe picks up, we'll call it 1 yard. Beautiful night in Kindred. Football weather in the 50s. Light breeze. Nice and moist out here after raining off and on, but not too wet. Homecoming Friday. Great excitement in the house. 2 undefeated teams taking on one another. The 5-0 Tornadoes, the 5-0 Vikings. Tornadoes ranked 5 in the state of North Dakota. The Vikings number 1. The defending state champions. Charlie Beaver in motion. Jorgen Swenson calls for it. Hands off to Trey Heinrich. He's got a big hole up the middle. See if he can take it all the way. He cuts back, and there he is. Touchdown! Trey Heinrich and the Kindred Vikings.
Yep, followed his blockers. He saw his cutback lane, cut it back into the middle of the field, and pranced on in there for his second touchdown of the night.
34-yarder for Trey Heinrich. That drive took a little over 4 minutes, 4:04 on the drive, and it was a lot of ground and pound.
Yep.
So the birthday boy, Nate Safe, gets his wish. His Viking lineman still continuing to look stellar. 34 yards on that rush for Trey Heinrich, and like you said, Aggie, that's a second touchdown. Good snap, good hold, good kick. Bendis to Jorgen Sunram, to Jorgen Swenson, to Riley Sunram. Kick is good. It's 28-7. Let's take a break, Nick.
There's no question that yield is at the core of everything we do at Stein. It's why we are here today, and it's what will continue to propel us and our growers into the future of agriculture. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans provide a significant dollar per acre yield benefit, plus access to the best weed control in the industry. That is yield plus results. Yield expected, yield delivered. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans have...
Hey fans, welcome back to Kindred, North Dakota. We are here for Homecoming Friday football action. Vikings leading by a score of 28-7. We're under a minute left. And the Tornadoes are going to start with the ball on their 15-yard line.
Based on that, Josh, I think it's going to be a couple knees here.
Kind of regroup and regather. Certainly, we are all hoping for Xavier Vossler to be okay and return to the game. Oaks Tornadoes, that's their senior quarterback. He went out on the last drive.
He's got his shoulder pads off, Josh.
Shoulder pads are off, so it's not looking good. We wish him well. So yes, the Oaks Tornadoes more than likely going to take a couple knees here, bring it to the half. Oaks does get the ball to start off the second half. It's going to be a knee, 58 seconds. Start rolling down. They're going to have to snap it one more time as the play clock is at 35 and the game clock's at 50. So one more snap coming. Nick, we better also give some love to another birthday, a former Viking alum himself, Kelly Simbulik. Kelly, we haven't heard from you all year. Happy birthday. Yeah. He came back with a second in state for USA Games and just finished soccer, took fourth place. Great job there, Kelly Simbulik. The Viking faithful are always excited to hear from you. Happy birthday, Kelly. You and Coach Safe have to get together for dinner.
Gotta get a shout out to Matt Fryer then, too.
His
and
birthday,
Natalie Engelbretson.
All birthdays today? Natalie Engelbretson, Matt Fryer. Wow, his birthday club. Wonder what was going on 9 months before now. Anyway, 28-7, Vikings lead. The Oaks Tornadoes, the clock is winding down. 3, 2, 1. Here's the horn. They got a halftime. They're going to announce the royalties, so we better stick around here, right, Nick?
Yep.
Once again, royalty for homecoming week going to be announced, so we'll keep it here. Lucas Kilbundy going to get a nice good zoom in of the royalty and give some love to them. Good first half, Nick. What are your first thoughts?
First thoughts, I mean, like we said in the pregame, Vikings are going to run, and they've been able to do it all game. I think it's 4 or 5 pass attempts from Jorgen Swenson, one of them being intercepted, and I think only one being capitalized on. And they've put up 28 because of it. They just are able to run that ball, get down there, and Oaks got that turnover. We talked about them getting those turnovers, but they just couldn't capitalize it. And unfortunately for Oaks, Xavier Vossler goes out on that drive, and one big play they saw was in the passing game. They got into the end zone, but like we said, that run game of Kindred is just a little overpowering right now.
Yeah, we talked about the Vikings needing to run it. They've had great performances, first of all, by the offensive line. The offensive line for the Vikings been dominant over the last couple years. Big kudos to Jack Packer, Dylan Fillon, Mason Nipstead, Blake Hushka, and Riley Sunram. We'll talk about the running backs in just a second. Going to turn it over to the PA guy.
Son of Josh and Samantha Almaris. And Kaylin and Tyler Wasley.
Mason Almaris and Caden Striley. First two homecoming royalty announced.
And Ryan Nelson. And Cole Campbell, son of Melissa and Roger Campbell.
Gracie Nelson, escorted by Cole Campbell, second onto the football field.
Charlie McQuillan. She's the daughter of Heidi and Chad McQuillan. And Trey Heinrich, son of Laura and Josh Heinrich.
Charlie McQuillan being escorted by Trey Heinrich.
Elizabeth Soldier, daughter of Joanna and Jason Soldier. And Charlie Beaver, son of Stacy and Dennis Beaver.
Elizabeth Soldier, escorted by Charlie Beaver. And your homecoming king and queen.
Kennedy Stoddard, daughter of Shad and Wendy Stoddard. And King Blake Hushka, son of Christy and Richard Hushka.
Homecoming queen, Kennedy Stoddard. And she is escorted by the homecoming king, Blake Hushka.
Well, that's cute. She's wearing his jersey, too.
That is cute. Look at all those high school youngsters enjoying the week. Big shout out to the student council. Man, they've done a great job of making homecoming special for all the Kindred students. It's always fun to be a part of it, Nick. These kids have done an absolutely outstanding job. And a special congratulations to the 10 on the field right now for being nominated as homecoming royalty by their peers. Nick, let's take about a 2-minute break. We'll talk about some of the stats. You gave your first thoughts, but we'll give some stats from the first half and thank our sponsors, and we'll do a little halftime show. We'll be back in about 2 minutes.
Jamie R. Swenson of Park Company Realtors has been your local Kindred area realtor for over 10 years. She'll help you find the home you're really looking for. Growing up in Gary, Minnesota, and graduating from NDSU, Jamie has made her home in Kindred, proudly cheering on the home team in blue. Buying or selling? Make that call to Jamie R. Swenson at 701-799-1779 or visit connectwithjamie.com to browse new listings and listen to the Realtor Moms podcast. Jamie R. Swenson of Park Company Realtors supports the Kindred players of today and hometown rookies of tomorrow. Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
Runnings is your store for more this fall and winter season. More warm and quality clothing and footwear. More leaf and snow removal equipment. More things to keep you moving and safe, like antifreeze, snow shovels, battery chargers, heaters, and more. It's the store that gives you more. And our friendly sales associates will help you find whatever you're looking for. Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store.
It's the untamed, wide-open landscape that we're proud to call our own. This is where Mustang Seeds got its start. Our family-owned seed company grew from humble beginnings to proudly serve farmers across the Midwest. Thanks to you, we are living the American dream. Today, Mustang Seeds is 60 years strong, but it feels like we're just getting started. Mustang Seeds, plant with pride.
Hey fans, welcome back into Kindred, North Dakota. Josh Almaris alongside Nick Eggman and Lucas Klabundi. We're excited to be here on homecoming Friday night. Fireworks after the game. Big parade in town, vendors all over the park. Been a fun week. Once again, want to give some love to the student council and Kindred. They did a great job of organizing a lot of fun festivities throughout the week in the halls of Kindred High School. 2 very good football teams on the field here for homecoming night. A number 5 ranked team in the state of North Dakota and the undefeated Oaks Tornadoes. Like I said, 5-0. Come on into Kindred to take on the number 1 ranked team in the state, the defending champions, and also a team that's undefeated, the 5-0 Vikings. Quick run through of how scoring took place here in the first half. Vikings got the ball, start the game. They drove down the field 3 minutes, 7 seconds, got on the board off the legs of Charlie Beaver. Charlie Beaver had a 13-yard touchdown, good extra point or point after by Riley Sunram, made it 7-0. Oaks came out, had a nice run off the legs of Mario Garza, but the Vikings stop them. Oaks punts, and the Vikings take the drive, their second drive all the way down the field, this time a drive of 3 minutes and 11 seconds, and a touchdown by Kylan Swenson. A 1-yard rush into the end zone makes it 13-0. Once again, Sunram kicks the extra point. It's good. 14-0 Vikings. Vikings the Oaks Tornadoes on their second time with the ball see a huge play, great pass from Xavier Vossler. Pass was made to Adler Paper. Adler Paper looked like he was going to come close to a touchdown and then fumbled the ball. Looked like it could have been a fumble into the back of the end zone, but they called him down at the 1-yard line, and that put the Oaks Tornadoes in position for Vossler to run a 1-yard touchdown in. Vossler then kicked the extra point and made it 14-7. Vikings on the next drive, they answer very nicely. They end their drive with another touchdown. This time Trey Heinrich gets into the end zone, another 1-yarder. The Oaks Tornadoes end up punting the ball back to the Vikings. The Vikings then throw an interception. Wallach gets the interception for the Tornadoes, the 23rd turnover by the Oaks defense. Oaks gets does a great job of getting the ball inside the 10-yard line, deep inside the MLGC red zone. However, probably the story of the half, Xavier Vossler goes out, and it really stifles the Tornadoes. They aren't able to get anywhere. Excuse me. The Oaks Tornadoes turn the ball over on downs. Vikings then take the ball all the way down the field and cap it off with a 34-yard touchdown off, again, the work of Trey Heinrich. Gets into the end zone, makes it 27-7. Once again, Sunram comes in 28-7, and Vikings are going into the halftime here leading 28-7. Nick, you already gave your thoughts on it. Anything else you want to add on that half?
Just unfortunate for Oaks right there. They get that pick that they needed, get the turnover, and then about 1 play later, Vossler's out of the game, and by the looks of it, he's out for the game for the rest of the night. Had something going, and just unfortunate not be able to get in that end zone. And if you're Oaks, you got to load the box here. You got to start loading the box, and you got to be able to get some push on your defensive line, on this Kindred offensive line, and hopefully stop them, get some 3-and-outs, and then find something in that passing game to get up and down the field and get back in this ball game.
Yeah, one big play from Oaks right now is, as we talked about it numerous times now, was the 77-yard pass. Xavier Vossler on Adler Paper on the Viking side of things. I mean, the workhorse, we gave a lot of kudos to the offensive line, but this stat is pretty incredible. Trey Heinrich, 162 yards. That's unofficial. 162 yards. Folks, if you have Trey Heinrich on your fantasy football team, you're making hay. 162 yards and 2 touchdowns. Kylan Swenson, all he has is 71 yards. Yeah. And then Charlie Beaver with 26, Jorgen Swenson with 22. Vikings have only thrown the ball 3 times. One was incomplete, one was an interception, and one was a 6-yard completion to Trey Heinrich.
Well, again, over 200 yards.
Yeah, again, all those are unofficial, but doing our best to get those stats as close as we can to accurate. We have about a good amount of time here before second half kickoff. Let's take one more break, Nick, and we'll be back with one final segment on the halftime.
The Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota is the place for you and your friends to come and enjoy cold drinks, great food, and sports all under a friendly and fun atmosphere. Whether it's the Vikings, Twins, Wild, NDSU Bison, or one of your favorite teams, watch all the games at the Knickerbocker. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., and Sunday, 12 noon to 2 a.m. You can find the Knickerbocker at 412 Main Avenue in Hickson, just a 10-minute drive south of Fargo. Take University Drive, head south until you arrive. Kindred Storage, built on the north side of the city of Kindred, provides secure and affordable storage. The units at Kindred Storage are new construction, isolated from water and snow, and are maintained year-round. The area is also well lit to ensure easy and safe access to your possessions day or night. Call 701-428-3121 for unit pricing and more information. You can find Kindred Storage located on the north side of the airport in Kindred.
If you're looking for a bank or insurance agency that offers big bank products and small town service, then Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency is the way to go. Live in or near the Kindred area? Stop in and chat with a friendly banker or insurance agent about all of the convenient services and features they offer. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency are your neighbors who are here to help you grow and develop. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Online at kindredstatebank.com.
Hey fans, welcome back to Kindred, North Dakota. We're getting ready for second half kickoff. I want to give a couple updates across the state. Number 2 ranked Dickinson Trinity leading Bowman County 26-7. Number 3 ranked Velva Garrison Drake Animus leading Kenmare Bowbells Burke Central by a score of 22-0. And the number 4 seed right now, Botno, leading Rugby 28-0. Nick, other games that are surprising you or to make mention of?
Another big game in between that northeast region. We have Hillsborough Central Valley against a good Harvey Wells County team, and that's a close game right now. Just the start of the second half, it's Hillsborough Central Valley 14 and Harvey Wells County 6. And
up in that region, you see that other score, Thompson leading Langdon.
Langdon looks like they just scored. Now it's 14-12.
Close game,
Thompson.
7 minutes left in the third. That's one to keep our eyes on.
Yes.
Of course, Kindred Vikings, they're kicking off here to Oaks. One more score we'll give Central Cass leading Linton 28-6. Here's the kickoff to lead off the second half. Nice return here. Sunram on the kick. That was Mario Garza. That's going to bring the ball all the way up to the about 34-yard line. And that's where the Oaks Tornadoes are going to lead things off.
Castleton and Linton. Castleton's up 28-6 in that game as well.
I just said that one, Nick. Just said that one.
Sorry, I'm just too focused in, Josh.
It's just like back in the days when you were a student of mine. Never want to listen.
Okay.
Garza with the carry there gets right to the line of scrimmage. Going to be second down and 10 for the Oaks Tornadoes. 11:30 and counting. So we called it on the first half, or was it even before half or at half, that unfortunately looked like Xavier Vossler is done for the night. That's going to change things up significantly for the Tornadoes. Coach Dobich very, very proud of the work that Xavier Vossler has done with the great reads, making good passes. Things change quite a bit when you put your best receiver as a quarterback. Paper, hands off. Again, they're going to continue to try Garza. And again, the Kindred Vikings defensive line holds strong.
Yep.
It's going to be third down and 8. Garza has 19 yards on the night. Going to be third down, once again, 8 on the 37-yard line.
We've been under center. Paper has all 3 of these snaps here.
So Paper under center, gets a snap, fakes the handoff, rolls to his left, throws to his left. Ball is not caught. Intended receiver there was Titus. Titus not able to reel that ball in. Chris Titus, a sophomore, 150 pounds. Going to be fourth down and 8. Clock stopped at 10:21. You'd assume that the Oaks Tornadoes are going to punt, but another thing to consider is their punter is also Vossler.
Yep.
So they're back to their backup punter now.
And looks like Max Wallach back there taking over the duties.
Max Wallach does have a big interception in the game. He's a junior, 175 pounds. Puts a good boot into this one. Gonna cross the 40-yard line, right at the 40-yard line. Gonna bounce out of bounds. Vikings are gonna take over on the 41. Let's take a 30-second break. Vikings have the ball, up 28-7. Hey fans, welcome back into Kindred, North Dakota. Vikings have the ball on their 43, 1st and 10. 10-14 left in the third quarter. Jorgen Swenson fakes the pitch, then hands off to Trey Heinrich, continuing to run the ball up the middle. It's working good. Trey Heinrich continues to go to the well. 14-15, we'll call that 16 yards. Nick, does that seem about accurate?
That seems about right. Heinrich, I mean, don't switch it if it's going. Don't fix something that's working.
That, if I'm doing this right, is his 15th carry on the night, and he is at 178 yards. That's a Sinorama first down. Vikings line deserves to be talked about. Boy, they've really stepped up over the last 2 years and shown a lot of strength. They continue to do so tonight. Little diamond formation there, huh, Nick? Kind of. Kylan Swenson, he doesn't care what formation it is. Give him the ball. 15-yard pickup for Kylan Swenson.
Looks about the same formation they've been running, Josh.
Yeah, we got a little bit of a glare in here. I don't got the free shot onto the field, and you're exactly right. I think Charlie Beaver was up and to the left. But as I said, Kylan Swenson, he doesn't even care. Just
nope. Give me the ball all around.
Yeah. Kylan Swenson, just a sophomore for the Vikings. Vikings now go with two receivers. Jack McDonald and Cam Schwartzwalter is what it looks like.
Kylan Swenson.
Oh, Kylan Swenson, you're right. Kylan Swenson gets the handoff coming to the near side.
Blockers.
He does have blockers. He does have a guy to beat, or a couple guys to beat. Ooh, nice pop there.
Is that Heim who got the lick on him?
Yeah, it's number 10. Big hit. Very, very nice hit. Nice tackle there by, it was number 10. Brogan Roney with the big hit.
And we have
a flag on the play, so it's all for naught.
Yep.
Going to be
another holding call, looks like.
Vikings have had, I think that's their third holding penalty. Third holding.
Fourth
penalty. They had the roughing the passer.
Chop block.
Chop block there. So chop block goes against the Vikings. Going to set them back quite a ways. It was at the line of scrimmage. So going to be a loss of 10 yards. We first and 20 for the Vikings on the 37-yard line.
Refs are getting in and talking again. Moving them back even further. I think this is a 15-yard penalty. That is what I was wondering.
It's going to be 1st and 25. 42-yard line is where they're going to move it. Once again, beautiful night in Kindred. Absolutely gorgeous here. Vikings have the ball in not so gorgeous position. 1st and 25. 3 guys had a great shot at Trey Heinrich.
You make something out of nothing.
Yes, he does, and that was Landon Potasic that was able to bring him down, but could have been a tackle for a loss. Trey again eludes a couple tacklers. Going to be a pickup of 4 yards for him. Going to be 2nd down and 21, 8:40 and counting on the clock. Vikings lead 28-7.
It's not a good sight for Oaks fans. Paper just limped off the field.
Yeah, he is. He's got his helmet off. He's down right now, crouched. Vikings, same formation that's worked incredibly well for them this time to Kylan Swenson. Runs to his left, picking up great yardage. Brings it all the way down to the 25-yard line. Vikings are now in a 3rd down and manageable position, especially considering they're probably going to go for it in 2 downs here. Going to be 3rd down and about 8.
Yep.
13-yard pickup for Kylan Swenson. That puts him just under 100 yards at 99. 99 yards rushing for Kylan Swenson. Third down and 8. 10 seconds on the play clock. 7:42 on the game clock. Jorgen Swenson steps to the line, gets the ball, hands it off to Trey.
Ooh.
He's met at the line, continues to dance around, but he is finished off. Great tackling there by the Oaks Tornadoes.
Yes, good push up front there. Like 2 guys got off blocks and stood Trey Heinrich up at the line of scrimmage, and Trey Heinrich just fell over for about a yard.
It was Eddie Garza and Brogan Roney, I believe, that were on the tackle there. Going to be 4th down and 7. Big stop for Oaks here. If they can turn the Vikings over on downs, that'd be a little momentum that is much needed for Tornado fans. 2 receivers to the right, Kylan Swenson and Jack McDonald. Jorgen Swenson rolls to his right, looks to his right, tucks it and runs to his right.
Runs, yep.
He's got some room. He's able to get the first down. He's able to dance around, and he's able to find the end zone. What a great run there by Jorgen Swenson. It was 4th and 7. He took it all 24 yards into the end zone. Great job, Jorgen Swenson. 24-yard touchdown.
Yep, as soon as he was rolled out, I was in the back of my mind, I'm like, he's probably going to tuck this thing down and run, and does just that. And he's just so shifty, just like his little brother and Trey Heinrich. You get around the corner and you make one guy miss, and you got a chance to go in for 6, and that's exactly what Jorgen Swenson does there.
Vikings lead 34-7. Here's the snap by Bendis, the hold by Jorgen, and the kick by Sunram. Kick is good. Score is now 35-7. Vikings lead. 6:42 left in the third quarter. Let's take a break, Nick.
Signorama of Fargo is the trusted, preferred signage vendor of NDSU athletics. The global leader in the sign and graphic industry, Signorama is the way to grow your business. Competitive prices, free consultations and estimates, signage solutions that fit your budget. Signorama is locally owned and committed to community support. Trusted by the Bison, be a championship business with Signorama. Call or go online at sarvalley.com.
Hey fans, welcome back into Kindred. Want to thank some of our sponsors, Peterson Seed, Peterson Farm Seed. Big thank you to you guys for sponsoring us on Magnitude Sports. Want to thank Signorama and MLGC. A thank you to Tommy's Express Car Wash and Mustang Seeds. A big thank you to Jamie Swenson and Park Company Realtors. Without you folks, we wouldn't be able to be here broadcasting high school football action, so a big thank you. Kickoff is returned by Levi Kelly. Levi Kelly with a nice return, brings it up to about the 34-yard line, and we'll see what the Oaks Tornadoes can do to respond. Nick, last year was the first time I was at a game in Oaks for a varsity football game, and let me tell you, they sure have a fun atmosphere at their games. They have this. You played there, right?
I did not.
Yeah, that's right. That
there.
was back in the. The game was about to kick off. I thought there was a tornado warning, and here that's just what they do. They sound the whole tornado alarm system off to kick off the game, and then the boys on the football boys will run out onto the field. It's a pretty cool thing.
Pretty cool.
A lot of pride in Oaks for football. Of course, they have one of the most popular football alum of all time. You know who that is, Nick, right?
Yes, I know who that is.
You always say that I'm too old and you're too young, but I'm happy to know it. Just say it so we all know.
No, you say it. I want to see you.
Oh, he doesn't even know, Lucas. You know
it? Lucas.
Who is it? Okay, all right. So we're just checking this out. We don't know that Eggie knew that it was Phil Hansen because Lucas Klebani had to save him. But
not a boy, Lucas.
Yes. So Phil Hansen, if you're watching, thanks for joining us on Magnitude Sports. That was Levi Kelly, by the way, who picked up about 5 yards. Levi Kelly is sophomore running back, 135 pounds. Just got in that Aaron Judge has not hit a home run yet. He's 1 for 4 tonight, chasing Roger Maris's record for the most home runs in a Yankee jersey all time.
Looks like we might have some JV players in for both teams.
Yeah, this is Kelly again. He's done a really nice job, Kelly has. He had a really nice return, a run of 5 yards, and now another run of about 7 yards. He's up to 12 now. So there's a lot of youngsters on the field, no doubt about it. Good call, Nicholas. We were in the midst of talking with Phil Hansen and Aaron Judge, and we missed all these youngsters coming onto the field. We're in the third quarter, 5.5 minutes remain. 35-7, fireworks after the game. What a homecoming barrage.
Yes.
It's been, they actually announced royalty last week, had homecoming festivities this week. Parade, vendors, party in the park, flyover that didn't happen. Pass is thrown away there. Going to be 2nd down and 10. Great anthem, once again by Kenzie Knight. And fireworks after the game.
Yeah, great time here in Kindred, North Dakota. The homecoming parade was nice and had some vendors, and just good to see the whole community come out and show support for the town.
A lot of people that are involved in this, but big thank you to Jen Swenson. Boy, the work she does in all different capacities throughout the community. Jen Swenson has done a very nice job of helping lead a lot of this stuff. A special kudos to her. Here's a quick pass that is incomplete. It's Brayson Sagert, by the way, that's playing quarterback, freshman, 140 pounds. And that ball falls incomplete. 3rd down and 10. Third down, 10 on the 47-yard line. Vikings lead 35-7. 5:04 remains in the third quarter. Oaks has trips to the right. Receiver right in front of us here is Jackson Sorum on the near side. Quick pass. No, nothing cooking there. It's gonna fall incomplete, and it's gonna be 4th down and 10 for the Tornadoes.
3 pass attempts, 3 incompletions there for Oaks. Kindred defense staying stout with these young guys in the game. I wonder if you're Oaks and you're Kindred here, and game kind of got out of hand for Oaks there to end the first half, and Kindred comes down and scores right away, and we see Paper limp off. We already know Voster's hurt. This is just a good decision to get these young guys into the game and not see any more injuries.
High punt, gathered nicely there by Zayd Heyer. Left-footed kick. It's going to bounce down inside the 30-yard line, all the way to the 26-yard line where the Vikings are going to take over. One quick update. Probably one of the games of the night is Thompson. They are in Langdon, it looks like, and they lead 20-12 now. It was just 14-12. So Thompson gets a touchdown. There's a minute left in the third quarter.
Wow.
Thompson receiving votes. Langdon area, Edmore Munich, very strong team, not ranked or receiving votes. They had one of their top players,
Carter Tatro
out for the season. So we'll keep our eye on that game. The only 2 East teams in the top 5 are the 2 teams you're seeing on the field right now. Kindred Vikings ranked number 1 in the state.
And Botno.
East, Botno? Botno's not in the East, are they?
Botno's in Northeast with Hillsboro, Thompson, and Langdon, I'm pretty sure.
Sure about that?
I could be wrong.
Let's take a 30-second break, Nick, and maybe we'll get our marbles about us.
MLGC story began in 1906 in the rural communities of Enderlin and Cooperstown. Today, MLGC is a 4th-generation family-owned company that can deliver ultra-high-speed broadband, TV, telephone, and advanced business services to customers on a 100% fiber optic network. Now available in several rural communities, including Kindred. In an era of exploding technology, MLGC's goal is to deliver future technologies that make rural North Dakota a vibrant place to live and do business. Visit them today, MLGC.com. MLGC, moving you at the speed of light.
Hey fans, welcome back. This just in from Lucas Klabundi. Botno is officially an 11-man B football. But also Nick did fact check, and he was right. They are in the Northeast. So Technically, there are 3 East teams that are ranked. Bottineau is ranked number 4. Is that right? Yeah, Bottineau's 4, Oaks is 5, Kindred is 1. And the score right now is 35-7 in favor of the 1 seed over the 5 seed. Handoff there, I believe, was to Sawyer Hess. He's going to pick up about 4 yards. Going to be second down and 7, second down and 6. Want to thank some more sponsors, Goldmark Commercial, Runnings, and Stein Seed. Want to thank Nipstead Farms and MJ Nipstead Management Solutions. A special thank you to Viking Homes, LLC, and the Kindred Booster Club. Check out the Shipyard for your latest Viking apparel. It's right here on site. Swenson Farms and KAAP. A big thank you to the Knickerbocker, Kindred State Bank, and Kindred Storage. Here we've got Jack McDonald in motion. He gets the ball to the far side. Cuts it up. Now he's going to come to the near side. He's going to be at the 40, the 35, the 30. He's got one guy to beat. Can he do it? He cannot. Tackle, or a touchdown saving tackle by Case Owender.
Jack McDonald just broke the Babe Ruth record for stolen bases this last summer. Couldn't get enough of that speed from last summer onto the football field to bring that one in the end zone.
That's right. Well, maybe that speed in baseball helped him to get all the way down the field there. Good job there by Jack McDonald, the sophomore. Nice game. Looks like we're going to go to running clock here. Regardless of what happens, David Patterson in at quarterback. He's a sophomore. He's going to flip over to number 22. Oh, going to be a flag on the play.
And with refs just want running clock, so even this flag isn't going to stop it either.
Sawyer Hess. That's Sawyer Hess wearing number 22. It's his second carry of the game.
Owender.
Clock's going to run now. 3:17 and rolling. Vikings lead 35-17. Going to be a holding call against the Vikings. Setting them back now to be first and 22. 3:05 remains in the third quarter. And a running clock. Vikings have come out. They've established the line. They've done a great job of running the ball. You know, one stat that would help to provide great evidence of that, Trey Heinrich didn't even get to play 3 quarters, and he got 182 yards on the ground. That's quite impressive. We know that Trey Heinrich is a phenomenal athlete, but he'd be one of the first to tell you that that line helps him out tremendously. A line that has a combined weight of over 1,200 pounds, Nick, and that is a lot of muscle. Let me tell you that.
Too, it's crazy.
And a handful of guys in the 1,000-pound club. Big squats, big cleans, big bench press. No doubt helped this Vikings offensive line and team. Brought them to a 35-7 lead right now. Third quarter, 2:15 remains. Patterson fakes the handoff, throws to
number 7.
Number 7 takes us a little bit longer. Miles Stroh.
There's our guy from our last game, too.
Last game we were out here, Miles Stroh was flying all over the field, making tackles like crazy. Here he gets the ball in his hands and picks up a nice gainer.
Gets that penalty yardage back.
About, call it 18 yards there. Going to be 2nd and 9. So Miles Stroh, a youngster that has a bright future ahead of him, especially on the football field.
Yeah, he's very strong kid out there. He can lift, too. His size, he may look a little small, but he can put up some weight.
David Patterson calls for the ball, hands off to Sawyer Hess. Sawyer Hess up the middle. Pick up about 3 yards by Hess. Going to be 3rd down and 6. Rolling under 90 seconds now. 1:20. 30 seconds on the play clock. Andrew Patterson checking into the game, as is Gabe Iverson. Checking out is going to be Miles Stroh. Vikings have the ball 3rd and 7 inside the MLGC red zone. David Patterson calls for it. Gives it to Sawyer. Sawyer's got himself.
Looks like he
awful
got there.
close to the touch. Yeah, there it is. Touchdown. Sawyer Hess. Sawyer Hess gets into the end zone on an 8-yard run. Congratulations to Sawyer, freshman.
Yeah, I had a big game last week, too, against Northern Cass, playing a lot in the second half last week, and seeing some more extra time here tonight in home field during homecoming week.
Was that a 9-yard run?
I think so, Josh.
9-yard run, we're going to call it by Hess. Good snap, good hold, good kick. Hate to jinx the guy, but Riley Sunram, perfect on the night. 6 for 6. The point after. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
There's no question that yield is at the core of everything we do at Stein. It's why we are here today, and it's what will continue to propel us and our growers into the future of agriculture. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans provide a significant dollar per acre yield benefit, plus access to the best weed control in the industry. That is yield plus results. Yield expected, yield delivered. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans have yield.
Jamie R. Swenson of Park Company Realtors has been your local Kindred area realtor for over 10 years. She'll help you find the home you're really looking for. Growing up in Gary, Minnesota, and graduating from NDSU, Jamie has made her home in Kindred, proudly cheering on the home team in blue. Buying or selling? Make that call to Jamie R. Swenson at 701-799-1779 or visit connectwithjamie.com to browse new listings and listen to the Realtor Moms podcast. Jamie R. Swenson of Park Company Realtors supports the Kindred players of today and hometown rookies of tomorrow.
Kickoff underway here in Kindred, North Dakota.
Tackled there, it looked like by Tate Miller, number 32.
Return is up to the 30-yard line, and that'll end it for the third quarter, Nick. We're going to take a break, come back. Fourth quarter, Vikings leading 42-7.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
Runnings is your store for more this fall and winter season. More warm and quality clothing and footwear. More leaf and snow removal equipment. More things to keep you moving and safe, like antifreeze, snow shovels, battery chargers, heaters, and more. It's the store that gives you more. And our friendly sales associates will help you find whatever you're looking for. Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store.
Hey fans, welcome back in to Kindred. Oaks has the ball. 12 minutes left in the fourth quarter. After this play, the clock will continue to run. Vikings lead 42-7. Handoff here goes up the middle. Trying to see what number that was, Nick. Was it number 5, it looks like? Jackson Sorum on the run. Going to be a pickup of 3 yards, 2nd and 7. Ball's at the 33-yard line. Once again, Vikings leading 42-7. 20 seconds left on the play clock here. Youngsters on the field for both teams. Oaks going under center. We got the pitch coming to the near side. Tackled by a host of Vikings. That was number 22 on the run.
Right, number 32, Tate Miller again.
On the carry, Levi Kelly. Levi Kelly's come into the game and been busy. Been running back some kick returns and been getting the ball a good amount as the running back. Sophomore, 135 pounds. Going to be 3rd down and 5 for the Tornadoes. 3rd and 5 on their 35-yard line. Under 10 seconds on the play clock here. Oak's going to have to hustle. They've got twins to the left, it looks like. Lone receiver to the right. That's Mason German. Going to be a pass over the head of German.
Fourth down here
Sider.
now.
Go ahead.
Fourth down now. Expect for another punt out of Oaks.
Going to be fourth down for the Oaks Tornadoes. And they're going to kick it back to the Vikings. Hey, let's give some thanks. Nick.
Let's do
once
it.
again. Kyle Fryer, Clay Erdman, Andy Westby, MJ Nipstead, that's Mary Jane, Nate and Dina Opgran, Derek and Jen Swenson, Mike Bison, Jim Pearson. They are the individuals in large part responsible for the sponsorships of their companies. High snap, left-handed boot. And it's going to fall at the 39-yard line. I want to thank those folks. Once again, if it weren't for your companies, Tommy's Express Car Wash, Mustang Seed, Goldmark Commercial, Nipstead Farms, MJ Nipstead Management, Viking Homes, Swenson Farms, Kindred Area Arts Partnership, Knickerbocker, Kindred Storage, and Kindred State Bank, we wouldn't be here. I want to thank Jamie Swenson and Park Company Realtors. A special thank you to Peterson Farm Seeds, Todd Fry and Sinorama. Thank you. The MLGC folks, what a great service we have here in the Kindred community area. MLGC, thank you very much. I want to thank Runnings, Stein Seed. I want to thank Kindred Booster Club. Kindred Booster Club selling their stuff out of the shipyard. Lots of excitement. A lot of people come together here for homecoming week. The Booster Club shipyard is one of those areas you can stop and show your appreciation for those sponsorships. We got a new quarterback in for the Vikings. It's Gabe Whipple. Nice pickup by Gabe Whipple running to the near side. Gets across the 50. Going to mark it at the 47. Steve Stein, local guitar instructor, introduced Kenzie Knight for a great anthem. Kindred Wrestling Club has been very active today, selling popcorn and candy. Numerous tailgate sponsors: Kindred Parks and Rec, Kindred Storage, Nipstead Farms, MJ Management, TAG, Kindred State Bank, Kindred Viking Booster, CAP, Corner Plaza, Superior Incorporated, Viking Homes, K-Town, McDonald Farms, RDO, Heinrich Farms, and Goldmark Commercial all chipped in on the tailgate sponsors. Charlie Harper going to be lighting off some fireworks here when this game is over. Here's a handoff. This one, I believe, was
Sawyer Hess, I believe.
It looked like Sawyer Hess, but then I double-checked. It was Sawyer Hess. I thought there was a 23 on there, and that got me confused because I didn't think it was Cameron Schwartzwalter, but it definitely was Sawyer Hess. Has a touchdown. The clock continues to roll. Nancy Kochman, was also responsible for some pumpkin decorating competition going on. And again, wish good luck to a lot of the other Vikings that are going to be in action, which is a fun part of homecoming week as well. Football kind of gets the spotlight on Friday night, but there's a lot of other things that are going on. Here's a handoff to Hess again.
Wide open hole.
Good run inside the 30, drops down to the 28. Once again, cross country, big meet tomorrow. 56 teams in the border battle up in Grand Forks. Wish the girls and boys cross country team best of luck. Volleyball team heads to Bismarck tomorrow for a tournament. Best of luck to them. And girls golf kicking off state on Monday and Tuesday at Sears Valley and Minot. They're going for their 9th state championship, led by, of course, Avery Bartels, who has won the region 4 times. She is also only a junior. So good luck to the girls in blue as they head out west. Vikings have the ball first and 10, 6.5 minutes left in the game, 42-7 lead. Handoff again to Hess. Gets to the 25-yard line. Going to be tackled by a few Tornadoes. We're going to give the credit to Deegan Rorick on the tackle.
Something must be going down in the student section. They all just started screaming.
Yeah, they got a famous popular figure down there. Lucas Klebunny had to enlighten us a little bit. Spainer, that's who it is.
The TikTok guy?
This is more up your alley than it is mine, Eggman.
And I think he has a podcast. A lot of these high school.
Well, they know him. The high school kids know him. It's a direct snap to Sawyer Hess.
Which I don't think it was supposed to be.
Sawyer Hess Downs it. Mitigates the damage. Under 5.5 to go. Third and going to be about 14. Third down and long. Hertzgaard called it better than I did. Nice crowd here in Kindred. Grandstand is pretty well packed. People scattered along the edges of it as well. And of course the infamous kids field on the north side of the grandstand, done by Mr. Sunram. Here's a handoff to Hess again. He's tackled down hard. Nice tackle there. Gets recorded by number 22, Levi Kelly. He's been having himself a good second half. He's had some good runs, and there he makes himself a nice tackle. Going to be 4th and 14 for the Vikings. A couple new guys coming in for the Vikings. Gabe Iverson checks in. And Andrew Patterson, I believe, is the other guy that checked in.
Probably expect a pass play here.
Yeah, I think so.
Vikings.
Yep, they're going to try and get these youngsters to work. Gabe Whipple rolls to his right. He's going to tuck it and run. He's got a long ways to go. Can he get there? The answer is
no.
He cannot. He's going to be about 6 yards short. Turnover on downs. Since the Vikings weren't able to pick up 14 yards, clock continues to run. It's under 4 minutes now remaining in the game. Oaks Tornadoes going to take over. It's 42-7. You know, off the air, Nick, we had talked to our boss man, Mr. Mike Mason, who's covered another exciting game. We don't have an update on that, but it was on the Minnesota side of things. He was expecting a high-flying affair. He said that between his game and our game, they were going to score over 125 points. We told him we thought this game would score how many points?
I think it was around 42.
We said 49. Check your text message. We said 49, and right now we're at 49. So he said he was going to take the over on that. Right now it's going to be a split unless someone scores. A lot of people that are listening right now could care less about all of what I just said.
Over there in Barnesville, it's 34-8.
And how much time is left?
About the fourth quarter has not started.
Okay, so the 125 that he threw our way is definitely not going to happen. And you and I both took the under on 125 combined score on those two games. He was adamant that it was going to be the over. And actually, we're going to outscore them at this game, right?
Hey, they got 12 more minutes left over there.
You're right. 49 points scored here, 42 by the Vikings, 7 by the Oaks Tornadoes. Youngsters have been in the game here since about 5 minutes into the second half. Would you say that's about right,
I think
Nick?
it was right after that first Kindred drive. It was youngsters. So, yeah, you're about right.
Ball falls to the grass, and quarterback for the Tornadoes is able to fall on it. It's going to be third down and about 7. People sticking around for the fireworks.
Yep.
Should be an exciting show. Once again, a thank you to Charlie Harper. Charlie is going to be here for the firework finale immediately following the game. South direction of the field here. Not sure what
Ball's
just happened.
on the ground again.
Some snap confusion here by the Tornadoes. Going to be fourth down. Fourth down and long. Call it fourth down and 9 for the Tornadoes. There's a minute and 35 seconds left in the game and 30 seconds left on the play clock. So they're going to have to do something, which I would assume is punt. The last few snaps have been very high. Oaks does have 2 timeouts remaining if they do need to talk about things. They're set and
I
ready.
think they're just going to get ready to punt it, and then Kindred take one knee. And
going to be a high snap here. Going to go all the way back to the 5-yard line. Still on the ground. Ball still on the ground. Doesn't really matter who gets it because it's going to go to the Vikings. 59 seconds and counting left in the game. We'll see what the Vikings decide to do with their final snap.
There's our guy Miles Stroh again. It looks like the starters are going in. They're just going to take that victory formation knee, let that clock run under 40, take that knee, and the game will be over.
Final snap more than likely coming. Once again, starters are on the field for the Vikings. Very likely Going to see their favorite formation, victory formation.
Best formation in football.
Charlie Beaver talking, of course. Why wouldn't he be, right? Charlie Beaver telling Kyle Swenson what he needs to do.
Can do it anytime now, Jorgen.
Snap
there you go.
to Jorgen. He kneels it. And that'll be the final snap of the game. Vikings are going to be victorious, 42-7. The number 1 seed in the state knocks off the 5 seed. Vikings, we got fireworks already brewing up here. Holy smokes, we're not messing around. South end of the field, Lucas Klabundy, the trusty old cameraman, has got those going. Fans are enjoying it. Vikings are going to move to 6-0 here. More than likely remain atop the state. Oaks Tornadoes going to drop to 5-1.
And hopefully these Oaks players, hopefully Vossler gets back healthy. I don't know much about Paper and what his injury, but this is a great Oaks team. Just unfortunate injury bug got him tonight, and this O-line for the Kindred Vikings, they leaned on them and scored all their points on the ground, and it was just tough to see. And hopefully these Oaks players come back and they get healthy 10 this year.
Yeah, you said it right. You never want to see. I mean, it really. It hurts all over the state when you see youngsters go down. I mean, seeing youngsters up in Langdon get hurt, and Carter Tatro, and then tonight seeing Xavier Vossler, which we hope he's going to be okay, and Adler Paper. We really hope those guys are able to get healthy and finish the year strong. If they are, there's no doubt that Oaks is going
to be tough in the playoffs.
Yes. We'll let you sit back and enjoy these fireworks.
Some small town fun on a Friday night.
Small town Friday night lights, followed by some nice fireworks out there. What a week it's been here in Kindred for homecoming festivities. By the way, that's Charlie Harper. Charlie grew up interested in the firework industry and now works at the Ice Crystal Engineering Company in Kindred. Charlie has put on a great firework finale, following a great effort by the boys in blue, victorious here tonight by a score of 42-7. Let's take a break, Nick. We'll come back. We get to award the player of the game, the Goldmark Commercial Player of the Game. Before we take a break, I just want to say one more time thank you to Peterson Farm Seeds, the Knickerbocker, Kindred State Bank, Kindred Storage. I want to thank Swenson Farms and KAP, Signorama, MLGC, Tommy's Express Car Wash. Want to thank the Kindred Booster Club and Viking Homes. Want to thank Nipstead Farms and MJ Nipstead Management Solutions. Thank you to Stein Seed, Runnings, Mustang Seeds, Jamie Swenson, and Goldmark Commercial. Speaking of Goldmark Commercial, we'll be back in a minute to award the Goldmark Commercial Player of the Game.
The Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota is the place for you and your friends to come and enjoy cold drinks, great food, and sports all under a friendly and fun atmosphere. Whether it's the Vikings, Twins, Wild, NDSU Bison, or one of your favorite teams, watch all the games at the Knickerbocker. Open Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m., and Sunday, 12 noon to 2 a.m. You can find the Knickerbocker at 412 Main Avenue in Hickson, just a 10-minute drive south of Fargo. Take University Drive, head south until you arrive. Kindred Storage, built on the north side of the city of Kindred, provides secure and affordable storage. The units at Kindred Storage are new construction, isolated from water and snow, and are maintained year-round. The area is also well lit to ensure easy and safe access to your possessions day or night. Call 701-428-3121 for unit pricing and more information. You can find Kindred Storage located on the north side of the airport in Kindred.
If you're looking for a bank or insurance agency that offers big bank products and small town service, then Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency is the way to go. Live in or near the Kindred area? Stop in and chat with a friendly banker or insurance agent about all of the convenient services and features they offer. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency are your neighbors who are here to help you grow and develop. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Online at kindredstatebank.com.
Hey, welcome back, fans. Kindred, North Dakota. Homecoming football is wrapped up. The fireworks are over. Nick just said, holy smoke, there's a south wind. It's bringing the smoke in. Lucas Klabundy, the trusty old cameraman, hopefully got a good shot of those fireworks for you. We appreciate you joining us. We're going to do one quick segment on the post game. Nick and I talked off the air, had a good discussion in case you were wondering about who the player of the game was going to go to. We looked at a lot of different things. Trey Heinrich had 182 yards unofficially on the day. Kylan Swenson unofficially at 99. Jorgen Swenson at 46. Charlie Beaver at 26. There was, a bunch of touchdowns scored by the Vikings. Beaver had 1. Kylan Swenson had 1. Jorgen Swenson had 1. Trey Heinrich had 2. And Sawyer Hess had 1. But after all the debate and discussion, I wouldn't call this a cheap player of the game, Nick, because I know sometimes people, when you're like, oh, you didn't give it to one person, you got to give it to one person. We decided not to. Nick, this is up your alley. Go ahead and take it away. Who's going to get the MLGC player of the game?
Got to go to the big boys up front. It had to have been in the game plan all week. We're going to run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. They came out and executed wonderfully. Like, unofficially, dang near 400 yards on the ground, if not a little more. And you got to just give it to those big boys up front, carrying the load all night and letting those athletes behind them go and run the ball and make some plays. Kudos to those big boys up front for Kindred.
Yeah, unofficially over 400 yards on the ground for the Vikings. Jack Packer, Dylan Filler, Mason Nipstead, Blake Hushka, and Riley Sunram. I'll say those one more time. The 3 seniors, Blake Hushka, Mason Nipstead, Jack Packer, the junior Riley Sunram, and the junior Dylan Filler. You guys together are going to get the we changed it. MLGC, yes. We thank you guys for your sponsorship. You guys are awesome. This is the Goldmark commercial players of the game. So a big congratulations to you, young men. A happy birthday. Shout out once again to Coach Nate Safe. Who else did we have happy birthdays for other than him and Kelly Simuluk? Trusty old listener.
Bretson and Matthew Fryer.
Happy birthday to you, folks. Once again, good luck to all the Viking athletics that are taking place, especially girls golf going to state. A big volleyball tournament this weekend and a big cross-country meet tomorrow. A big thank you to all of our sponsors. We wish the Oaks Tornadoes the absolute best as they finish out their regular season. The next matchup that they have, we'll quickly go through it, is going to be next week at Ellendale Edgeley Colm. They're going to look to respond from a 5-1, from this loss to dropping now to 5-1. They have Edgeley, Ellendale, Colm next week, then Lisbon, then Northern Cass. And the Vikings, if you're looking ahead for what the Vikings have, they again are 6-0. Their next game will be against Central Cass next week at Castleton. Following that, they have Sargent County and then Ellendale, Edgeley, Colm. Nick, any final thoughts before we shut her down for the night?
Another good day out here watching some football and seeing some good teams go at it. I want to say it one more time. I really hope these Oaks players can come back, get healthy here, and go and cause some havoc coming down the stretch, and like we know they can. And just another great win by the Kindred Vikings, again relying on their line and their skill players to run all over the place.
Speaking of our sponsors, happy birthday to Sue Failer. Sue Failer, another birthday person. Lots of them out there,
wow.
Nick. Lots of birthdays out there. Yeah, that's good. That's good stuff. Happy birthday to everybody. Hey, we're back in a couple weeks, I think, Nick.
I think we got Sargent County or Ellendale?
Put all my stuff away. Here we go. Lisbon. Nope. Wrong
That's
schedule.
Oaks.
Wrong schedule. Ellendale for the home closer for the Vikings. So we got we're not back until October 14th. Speaking of birthdays, that's a day after my birthday, and that's the old head coach Matt Crane's birthday night.
Your 24th birthday?
Yep, something like that. It is a milestone birthday coming up. All right, well, Kindred Faithful, you can see there's a bunch of folks on the field. For Lucas Klabundy, doing a great job on the camera. Trusty old color man, Nicholas Eggman. My name's Josh Almaris. Hope you all have a good night. Happy homecoming.
Seating has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Don't forget to subscribe, click the bell, and visit our website at magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.